wrapped around your soul with no control. You can't breathe when you're drowning underwater. There's so much water. I'll run, I'll hide. Darkness always clouds my mind. When I look behind, it's moving closer every time. I can't pretend that I have a strong defense. 'Cause darkness, my old friend, you get me till at the end. At the end. Can you feel it wrapped around your soul with no control? You can't breathe when you're drowning underwater. There's so much water. I can't pretend that I have a strong defense. 'Cause darkness, my old friend, you get me till at the end.
What's going on, folks? Will Stewart here. It's just a fun show tonight. Nobody was streaming, so I thought I would jump on and say hello. I've been kind of absent this week. Been busy. Life, birthdays, and other stuff like that. Beard is coming back. The link is pinned to the top of the chat if you'd like to come on and have a chat tonight. It's just a Friday night. Figured we would just hang out and talk some stuff. Link is pinned to the top. Feel free to join in. How you guys been? How have you guys been? Let's look at the comments here. Who's in the show? Bob, long time no see. I'll come on in a bit. All right, cool, Bob. We'll see you in a bit. Happy belated birthday. Thank you very much, everybody, for the birthday wishes. Happy birthday for yesterday, Hill Stewart. Subscribers only. Yeah, that just means for the chat. It kind of keeps the trolls out. I don't think there's a time limit set on it. You just hit subscribe and you're able to chat. Can we type? Yes, you can. Sengo 축하해요. Thank you very much. 감사합니다. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian. Suave Path Talk. Was watching the Trailer Park Boys. Saw the stream and had to stop watching. So freaking funny. Sengo 축하합니다. Thank you. This is your birthday song. Boy, at Bob Spur. My mom's getting mad at you because you're saying I'm 60 years old, Bob. That would mean she would be like 80. But Mr. Brian is here.
How are we doing, buddy? Happy birthday.
How are you doing? You don't sound very positive right now.
No. I've just got to speak very quietly because my best mate's asleep upstairs and he's got a very, very early start. So I can't be my loud, give a fuck, normal person.
Well, that's
so
all
I've
right.
just come on very, very quickly to say happy birthday and how's your day been?
It's been all right so far. Work's been busy. Had a lot to catch up on. So because of different shortages and shipping shortages and paper shortages and everybody's having shortages. Went to a restaurant last night and apparently there's a snow crab shortage.
Well, we've got a petrol shortage here.
Well, I don't know if we have a petrol shortage here or not, but it's definitely the prices have doubled.
But all I have to say is, well, Will, loving this look, mate.
What, the scruff beard?
Yeah, mate, it's where it's at. Look at me, mate. It's where it's at.
This is the 1 week old beard. The 1 week old. Been a week since I shaved it off, thanks to Cody Mack. We still got to get him shaved. That I think is going to even be more of a funny thing. Said he got me some razors for my birthday. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not sponsored by Harry's.com or not, but that's the blades that I use. It's a good company.
So yeah, I thought I'd just come on as well. And obviously I haven't done any streams for back home about obviously what's going on Sunday with changes for Spurs. So I thought I'd quickly come on because obviously you know that I said that I was going to be here all along for it, and we've escalated it a week forward. So yeah, Sunday at 11 o'clock, if any of your people are in England, outside the club shop, is the first day of the protest to get these not so nice people out of the club. It's a very long battle, but as the great Cody Mack says, and I've been quoting him all the time, he's saying, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. Well, Sunday's our first step.
That's very true. Make sure that you guys do get out and support the protest. If you are in the UK and you're able to go, I wish I could be there, man. If I was there, I'd probably get arrested. But
yeah, I've made a promise to my wife that I won't.
You're not going to get arrested.
I'll just say if I do get arrested, I'll just say, listen, you don't want my wife on you. That's the last thing you're going to want. But yeah, no, I promise I'll be a good boy. Whether that happens in the heat of the moment, but listen, we're not there to be violent at all. It's a very, very peaceful. To tell you the truth, it's the Levy out people that are getting the abuse from the Levy in people. Like I said, we all know what happened to Ben at the Chelsea game.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of other instances. So let's just hope that they don't start anything, because we certainly won't. We just want what's best for our club, and it's to get these people out.
Me, I don't think I would be violent, but I would just be very loud.
Oh, mate, my voice was messed up for Chelsea, and that was just in the game. I did though. Ben set me up to Levy. I can see you, you can see me. So I did have a allowed one of those. And then, I was shouting, and all down the high road on the way out, I was singing all my Levy songs. And most people were laughing and then joining in with me. So, but the good thing about it this time as well, compared to the last one, is we know 62,500 people are going to be there. So that's
62 and a half.
So
I mean, there was hardly anybody at the match yesterday, dude. That was probably the most empty I'd ever seen the stadium ever.
So I found something out yesterday. Daniel Levy was actually giving out free tickets yesterday. Outside the Bricklayers Arms and outside other pubs, they had people dolled up in full Spurs merchandise, giving away free tickets to try and fill that ground.
Yeah,
That's
I kind
about
of stole and then reprocessed. If you can see, like, there's something in the background there, that's actually Bricklayers way back there in the back.
Oh, the good old Bricklayers. The good
I
old
had to make
Bricklayers.
it enough to where you couldn't see it, otherwise they might come after me. But
Of course. So it's not looking good. Like they've sent out emails where you can buy up to 5 tickets as a member now. It used to be 2. Things are not looking good for him. And it's quite coincidental that the Supporters Trust brought out that statement on Wednesday using words exactly from Changes for Spurs the day after we released that, with the exact words. But guess what? We haven't heard anything since. What a shock.
yeah, it's a funny and weird thing. He says, "How fast does your beard grow late? Already some nice growth." My beard grows pretty quick. The day after I shaved it, I already had, rough stubble. Now I would say it's probably right at around 3 mil or so. Look, if I zoom in a little bit here.
I need to know what Cody's initials for me are. Cody ASMR. I mean Brian ASMR Daigle.
So ASMR is this new technique where it's on YouTube where it's talking a nice, quiet,
Okay.
subdued voice.
Do you know what it is
Trying
though?
to help people go to sleep.
Well, you'll be the perfect one to judge this. Actually, a lot of people have been saying that my rants now, when I do them calmly like this, they seem to be having more of an impact on the real thing as opposed to my normal, which was graced on your show for the very first time when I first came on. So I don't know which one's working. If it's comedic value and you want to see Brian erupt, it's obviously that one. But to get this message across, I had to be a lot more calmer and a lot more relaxed when doing it. So I don't know which one to keep.
Do both. That's what I would say. Just do both and be involved in both, and you don't have to be rash and harsh all the time.
So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking game reactions can be the violent, or not the violent, the loud, ranty, shouting, screaming, and anything Harry Kane, Daniel Levy can be nice and calm and cool.
That's true.
That's what I'm thinking of
very
doing.
True.
But let's talk about what did you do for your birthday?
What did I do for my birthday yesterday? Not a whole lot, really. I actually worked during the day. My kids got home from school. We went out to dinner. We had like a Cajun seafood boil type deal. Then I took my son to training, dropped him off there, went back to the house, had some cake with the family, and then called it an early night. I was pretty. I've been pretty wiped out lately. I've been fairly busy with my real job, and yeah, just been feeling gassed by about 7 o'clock at night. So it's been.
So good. So what are you feeling about the game on Sunday?
With the game on Sunday, for me, it's like, look, there's all of this Nuno out stuff, which I'm okay with calling Nuno out if I feel that he's the one that's at fault. The only problem is I find him maybe responsible for 20-30% of everything that's going on right now. I hold Daniel Levy obviously the most responsible. Don Paratici, number 2 in that responsibility list. The players, number 3, and then Nuno definitely has some issues. But I feel like until I can really point a finger at him, the other things need to be squared away. Otherwise,
Yep.
what else do you expect him to do?
Exactly. Like Bob Spur keeps saying, if you get a mediocre manager, expect mediocrity. And the thing is, the bigger question is, if he goes, who comes in? Who is going to come when the club is an even bigger mess than when Nuno arrived? There's going to be no one.
And also, too, we're like 6 games into the season so far, right?
Yep.
We lost a lot more than 3 games last season and the season before that. So, I mean, it's very, okay, the last 3 performances haven't been very good. But to be honest with you, a lot of those came in the middle of a huge kind of catastrophe. We didn't have hardly anybody. People are coming back now. That too, formation wise and stuff like that, we don't have a bench. We just don't. We don't have a bench. We have a very limited amount of talented players available to us, and everybody can I think kind of fool themselves into thinking that we're better than we are, but we're not. And I think that the players too, like people were mentioning, about how people are having a hard time, keeping control of the ball, keeping the ball, passes. Most of our starting 11 was here way before Nuno, and they haven't been able to do that for a long time. If you actually look at the statistical data from all of our losses last season, our passing accuracy and ball retention were very poor for a Premier League side, less than 75%.
It's shocking.
But I mean, they're just being lazy, right? There's no intention, right? Like even my 13-year-old kid, he does these, sometimes he'll do these soft passes that just don't have the pace to get there. There's no intention in it. It's just you're just kind of making the pass. You're still seeing the run, but instead of being intentional with it, right? Really focusing on putting it in stride, at the right spot. They're just doing it. And so unless you're saying Nuno is literally teaching him to play that way, he's the one picking the teams, and he's the one that's supposed to be having tactics and stuff like that. But not too many people were complaining about it after the Man City game.
Well, you know what it is as well, Will? The worst thing is, if we lose Sunday, this international break, the media are going to kill us. That's what's going to do it. The fact that there's a 2-week break before we can turn it around, the media are just going to go literally dig their claws in, and it's not going to help the situation. But Dele Alli, he best not be playing on Sunday. He best not be anywhere near the team on Sunday.
Yeah. Although he didn't look bad yesterday, he probably will end up being in the team, I would guess. Nuno seems to like him. He seems to like Nuno. I did think that
he's doing nothing.
Well, I thought that he created a few opportunities yesterday, especially in the first half. I mean, he was, part of both of those goals. He didn't obviously he got the penalty, right? And then he was in the box a lot more yesterday than normal. And that was because we were playing more of a 4-2-3-1 with him kind of in the middle, right, between Winks and Skip. So and it didn't look bad. And then when we brought on Lucas, Kane, and Son and Højbjerg, it just got even better.
I didn't even realize Højbjerg came on.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't even realize.
Yep. And I believe Moore kind of filled in. I think Dele came off. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure he did. But Lucas went into that number 10 role. And that's what I would really like to see if we're going to play that type of a system. 4-2-3-1, although I'm not a huge fan of that formation. It definitely looked better. That's the only problem, though, is that there's 2 times in this conference league where we've played something other than a 4-3-3. Where we played 3 at the back, and yesterday playing in a 4-2-3-1, and we looked a lot better. So I'd really like to know why he continues to push this 4-3-3 in the Premier League.
Exactly.
I've been saying that I think that Daniel Levy is kind of influencing these decisions and/or Paratici based on why they hired him in the first place. I think that he's had more leverage in the Conference League matches than maybe the Premier League ones. And hopefully we'll see something tomorrow. And I think that if at this point, after those 3 losses, if we see him change up the formation, change up the tactics a little bit, then it might be the case that either A1, he's learned his lesson, and or 2, that he's kind of gone to the men in charge and said, look, if you're going to sack me, at least let me play the way I want to play, not the way you're telling me to play, right? So.
No, I agree that. I mean, this is the thing. He's got to stop playing 4-3-3. It's not working. And you know what? If we go out on Sunday and let's say we lose 1-0, but we tried something different and we really tried, then you know what? Fair play. A team loses. But to keep doing 4-3-3, 4-3-3, 4-3-3, and just nothing, it's just so frustrating.
It is frustrating for me as well. I really was hoping that he would end up playing a 3 at the back system when he came to Tottenham. I mean, that was one of the reasons why I wanted to see him come to the team. It does disappoint that I think Daniel Levy is getting in the way. But Aaron's joined us as well. What's going on, Aaron, my friend? How are you doing?
Yeah. It's your usually happy Irish guy, But are we past 10 minutes?
Oh, well past.
Yeah, well, 21:27 is where we're on now. Cody says when he shaves his beard, he's going on What TV under an alias to see if they recognize him. That's probably good.
Yeah, well, when Cody shaves his beard, man, a lot of squirrels are going to lose their home. But yeah, Look, I'm raging at the moment, man. I really am. I know we won 5-1 last night, but you boys carry on, because I don't know. I literally just jumped in, so I don't know exactly where you were at the moment. So if you guys carry on for a few minutes, and then I'll jump back in.
Yeah, we're just kind of tonight's shows, man. It's just kind of a free for all, just kind of a pub talk. We just shoot the junk and talk about what we want to talk about.
I love Crocodile's question, and for me, it's the maximum all day long.
Who do you drop for FPL?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, who do you drop?
Yeah, so I would probably drop Gallagher. If I was going to drop one out of those 3, I would drop Gallagher.
Okay, I thought it was who do you buy. So for me, it's all.
Yes, St. Maximum's had a pretty good run recently. Ben Rama, even though he has a tough fixture, it's not the toughest fixture in the world. I didn't do an FPL show this week, so people are probably wondering what I'm doing. I still have Ben Rama on my side against Brentford. I think Brentford's a good team, but West Ham has been playing really well lately. So I don't think it's going to be like a 0-0 type of a situation, right? It's either going to be like a 2-2 Liverpool type thing or a 3-3 like they did the other, or 3-3 rather against Liverpool, and then 2-2 against, I can't remember what other team they played recently where it was a high scoring game. You're going to see a lot of goals. Huh?
Who's Palace got?
Palace. I don't have any Palace teams or players on my team right now, but the game fixtures this weekend is let's see, got Manchester United, Everton, Burnley, Norwich, Chelsea, Southampton, Leeds, Watford, Wolves, Newcastle, Brighton, Arsenal, Crystal Palace against Leicester on Sunday. Same time that we play.
I'll drop Ben Rama.
Ben Rama's playing against Brentford. He's fixturing up against Brentford versus West Ham. So
yeah, I'll drop him. Brentford have been.
That'd be a nice derby, man. That'd be a tasty derby. Brentford, West Ham. That'd be nice, man. Another London derby, And I kind of have a little soft spot for Brentford because they like we used to play them in pre-season friendlies a few years back and loan them a couple of players and that. And I kind of admire Brentford and what they've done this year, and I fucking hate West Ham. So, come on, Brentford. Where are we going with this anyway? I'm looking at the fixture list now. I'm a little bit behind you here.
No,
so he was asking for FPL, for his FPL team. Who would you drop?
Oh, fantasy football.
Yeah.
Yeah. I dropped Tony. Would you believe it?
I would probably do, like, fixture-wise, if you're looking at fixture quality, although Leicester's not been playing that well, they haven't been conceding a lot. They've had more difficulty scoring necessarily than conceding. They've lost a couple of matches, but it's been very tight score lines, 1-2, 1-0. Whereas Brentford, They're attacking more, but they're also been leaking goals against quality sides.
Mm.
And unfortunately, I have to add West Ham into that group because right now Antonio is.
You're gonna hate me. I've got 3 West Ham players. I've got 3 West Ham players, and I dropped out Tony, and my front line is now Antonio, Ronaldo, and Lukaku as captain. So yeah, I don't have a single Tottenham player in my starting 11 for fantasy this weekend.
I mean, that's probably a good deal. Dude. Yeah, Lukaku's probably a good bet. I actually have Ronaldo captained over Everton because I don't have Lukaku in my side, but I do have Antonio on top. My mid 3 is Son, Benrahma, Salah, Sarr, and Jota. And then Reguilon, Alonso, and Duffy in the back. And
Reguilon, man.
I haven't done fantasy football for years and years and years.
It's fun, man. I enjoy it.
I haven't not done it for years and years and years, man. When I lived in Australia and all back in 2005, man, I've never stopped doing it since. And I've only won it twice, by the way. So, yeah. But it's good fun, man, Brian. It's good fun.
Oh, no, Aaron, that I don't dispute. But what happens is when someone gets an injury or a suspension and I forget to do it that week, I'm like, oh, do you know what? What's the fucking point? And then I just give up.
That's because you're a fighter, man. You know, and if you don't win the fight, you give up, man. But come on, you got to bounce back.
Oh no, mate, I think you know full well there's a fight I'm in right now that I won't be giving up. I don't give up. It's just the fantasy football league. It just does my head in. So I thought, you know what? I can't be asked. It's
anymore. A pain in the arse, Brian. It's a fucking pain in the arse. But exactly. And I always forget. By the way, I mean I always forget to use my wild card. I forget all these different things. But fuck it. It's just a different kind of element to football and.
Yep.
Again, there's you know, it's just something slightly different. I went all my time always having 3 Tottenham players. This is the first year I haven't had 3 Tottenham players on my team. I've got one, Højbjerg, and he's on the 3rd fucking reserve on the bench, you know, which says a fucking lot about what I think about the current Tottenham state of affairs. But yeah, there you go.
I mean, I have 3 Spurs players in my side, but only because Dane Scarlett is like really cheap, right? So he's kind of like my forward that's on the bench.
Oh, you have a bench now?
Yeah, there's a bench that they sub the auto. You have people that auto sub. You set your bench up in.
Oh bloody hell! See, now it's getting too technical.
Yeah, so you have
dude, man, they've got all the
4 on the bench,
and you get all these extra things like wild cards and triple captains and double game weeks, and it's gone. It's gone a little bit nuts. But to be honest, I can't play FIFA. Because when I started out playing computer football games, there was only one button. And, you know, now they got about fucking 19 of the fucking things. So, yeah, fantasy is a little bit more simple for me. And, yeah, fuck it, man. It's a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun.
And if you remember, if you have joined our fantasy league, top 4 in our fantasy league for the channel, we'll win THFCRants merch. So, it's always fun.
Okay, so who's in the top of your league right now?
Top of my league right now is players that are doing well. Let's see, fantasy leagues and cups. THFCRants FPL. Gary Jones is in first place right now.
Sounds like a good Welshman.
Yeah, and then we have Hayden Duloc in second place. It's 2 times 10 plus 1 Romero and Son. That's an interesting name to have. We have NC Coy's Jerry McNeil in third, and Maverick FC Amanda Deep Singh Renee, however you pronounce that person's name. But it's really tight this season, especially in the group. I'm in 14th place right now, but there's not even.
Type his name in the comments, man. I'll pronounce it for you. And Bob Spur, piss off, man. I'm the same age as you. Calling me 80 years old, man.
So how many people in your league, Will?
Right now we have 47.
Okay.
Amandeep Singh Ahmedja.
Huh?
Amandeep Singh Arneja or Arneja.
Yeah, there you go. And Yeah, I'm in 14th, and I'm at 367 points, and top place is only at 338, so it's only about 80 points separate, which you can make that up in 2 weeks in FPL if you have a good week. But I do a show once a week on FPL, kind of tell people what I'm going to do. We talk about it and do all that kind of stuff. I did not have one this week, but because I was busy yesterday. I normally do them on Wednesdays, but my work schedule has been really weird. My partner who help runs the company with me he's had some personal issues. He's kind of been like out on the road, and so because he's the money guy, I have to keep myself free for when he calls, and he's been busy, so he'll like say he's going to call on Wednesday and then doesn't, but I have to, and then doesn't tell me until like 4:00 in the afternoon. So I have to so that screws up my Wednesday, and then Thursday comes around, and so we're supposed to have a meeting then, and then it doesn't happen, and then Friday comes around, stuff like that. So
Right, guys, I'm gonna have to let you go because I've got to go to bed and get up at 6:30 in the morning to get a train back to London, so I can get back and get ready for Sunday, the changes for Spurs, and start this fight. So, are you doing another show tomorrow, Will?
maybe tomorrow night, the pre-match show, or if not, definitely we'll be doing a Sunday night post-match show.
I want to guarantee I'll be at the Sunday night post-match show. That I can guarantee because I think I might be a little bit high on adrenaline after the protest and everything. So, Will, enjoy
Brian,
the
just
rest of your birthday.
Brian, keep the first protest peaceful, man. Keep
All
it
of them are
together,
gonna be
keep it
peaceful.
safe.
All
Yeah,
of
because
them
we
will be
need you boys
peaceful.
back on the street for the big one, the NFL protest. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what it's all about. And guys in the chat, see you later. Will, enjoy the rest of your birthday, brother. Aaron, we'll speak soon. Levy
Nice
out.
one.
Thank you much. I appreciate it, Brian. Thanks for coming on and joining us. Ganesh Prabhu. Did I say that right, Aaron?
Yeah. Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yes, you can. The league code is here. You can just go to leagues. It's still open. I think it'll punch you down to the bottom of the table, but still able to do it, still able to join and have fun. 14I4M1 is the league code to join the league. But yeah, you can still join it. Anybody else who wants to jump on, the link is pinned to the top.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys there, like Bob Spur and Tottenham Tantrum Dermot. There's a lot of regular guys, man. These boys should be jumping on right now.
And Bob will probably be here shortly. Another 10-15 minutes, I think. Bob will be jumping on.
He's probably washing his hair, man. He's probably washing his hair.
He said he had to work till 12. I wonder why. I've never. Are the car lots open that late? Or I mean, I don't know. Is he still working in cars?
No, he's probably going through a car wash, man, to scrub that head of his. But yeah. Where are we going? Sorry, man. I got a little bit distracted. I'm getting messages from the daughter again. She's my daughter in Japan. She wakes up at mad hours in the morning for me. So for me, it's midnight. For her, it's like 9 a.m.
Yeah.
So
8 a.m. Yeah.
Or is it 8? Oh yeah, daylight savings now probably kicked in over there. Yeah. Yeah, but sorry. Let's. What's your next topic, Will?
Nothing, man. We're just kind of chatting tonight, dude. Pub talk. I mean, what is your thoughts on the State of the Union?
The State of the Union.
Yeah.
Are we talking
State of the club?
Oh, look. I mean, okay. From top to bottom, or from bottom to top?
Bottom to top would be more fun.
Okay. All right. The players ourselves, right? Absolutely neglecting their duties, not putting in any effort, right? Next sentence. Nuno tactically picking, and I'm not an anti-manager person. I'll give every manager a chance, but picking the wrong. Sorry, I'm reading the comments at the same time here, so I'm getting distracted. Nuno, he's not making the right choices. He did not play Ndombele and Dele in the same team together like he did last week. Yeah. And do we blame him for the players' attitudes? No, I don't. But at the same time, he does have to take responsibility for what he did against Arsenal. Next level up, Paratici and Hitchin. Can't fucking stand either of them. I was never a Don Paratici fanboy. You know, why the fuck? Even though they haven't been around in the last couple of games, they are involved, and let's deny it, right? Whether they're sitting behind Nuno or whatever or not, they're involved way too much. Their job is not to be involved in the team. Their job is to you know, directors of football. Okay, it's not to be involved in the team. The teams, you know, the players have nicknames for Paratici and Hitchin, yeah, Perry and Perky or something like that, Perry and Perky, and they fucking hate them being. Yeah, I don't even know what it means, man. I think it's some reference to some children's fucking cartoon or something like that. But like, that's if the players have nicknames for these boys and they are uncomfortable with them being that involved. Well, obviously the manager is being, I mean, put in a really uncomfortable position, and then you have to go one level up. And what's that? It's fucking Levy. You know that, and that's it's like a family tree, a poisonous family tree, and the poison starts at the top and the filters down. It goes from Levy, Paratici, Hitchin. The manager is coaching staff who are absolutely the weakest trees in the bunch, and the players that are just fucking like the deciduous fucking leaves falling off the branches at the moment. Yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah. So for me, these protests to me are important. I don't think we'll ever get Enoch out. I don't think we'll ever get Levy out. But what I hope these protests do is force them to invest in the club, to structure it right, to bring in the right players, not to blow money on undone lazies or undone burgers, you know, and to get the fucking dead wood out. I know we got half it out at the, you know, during the fucking transfer window, and people are all getting Don Paratici boners, but there's a lot more to it than that. You know, this whole club needs a fucking rebuild at the moment. But unfortunately, we're stuck. We're stuck with Enoch and Levy. They're an investment for him. They're after buying us out in 2001 for 22 million, right? And we're now valued at 1.5 billion. Like, how good is an investment is that for them? I don't even think we can buy shares in Tottenham Hotspur at the moment in the stock exchange. Are we even floated, Will? You probably know more about that
No,
than
they're
I
not.
would.
It's a private company, right? It used to be back in the day, but they brought it off. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're. It's not like Barcelona where the fans had, you know, in the good old days where the fans had representation, where the fans owned 51% of the club or whatever it was. But this is what Tottenham needs now. It needs people like Brian Daigle or Stelios or yourself or Cody or you know, it needs people like this, people who care, people who will invest in the club. Like, I contribute super chats to various channels, but I would simultaneously contribute a few quid, a few bob, you know, to buy shares in Tottenham Hotspur if it meant that I had a say in the running of the club. But we don't have that representation. Tottenham Hotspur supporters trust are a load of wank. Like, fuck it. Yeah, you know, where do I stop? Where do I start? After you,
I mean, not only that, but I mean, I used to spend probably close to, used to, it's a key word, right? After the ESL debacle, I stopped, right? I haven't bought anything from the club shop since, but I used to spend probably about $3,000 at the club shop a year.
Yeah.
I mean, I have Tottenham socks. I have Tottenham. I don't have any Tottenham underpants. But
I have Tottenham socks and Tottenham underpants.
I don't have any underpants, but I do have the socks, and I do have, you know, pants and shirts and kits. I used to buy, if not every single kit every year, at least 2 of them. And I don't do that anymore. So,
you know, no matter where I lived, Will, you know, I lived in like New Zealand, Europe, fucking Australia, Korea, Japan, Luxembourg, Germany. I always bought Tottenham stuff and directly from the shop. For the last 3 years, I've not. But the last jersey I bought was about a month ago, and it was a Melbourne Victory jersey, right, from a team I used to go and watch when I lived in Melbourne, Australia. like I refuse to buy anything now from that club, or that will put money. Look, I know it might be perceived as being I don't know, an irrelevant move or an irrelevant stance that it's not going to make a difference. But like, what else can I do? I've watched my club. I haven't missed a game. No matter where I've lived, no matter what country, I've never missed a game. Apart from when I was locked up in prison in Korea, I have not missed a Tottenham game. I've be it in TV or going to a pub to watch it. Like, I've never missed a game, and this is what fucking kills me, man. Is that it's become so corporate. It's become such a, as I mentioned earlier on another stream, the Anthony Joshua Stadium. Like, that's what we are now. We're a fucking Walt Disney fucking stadium. Go to Walt Disneyland, have a good day out, get your fucking pie and your beer pumped out of this modern, incredible beer pumping mechanism that doesn't exist anywhere, in the longest bar in Europe. And like, seriously, Keith Birkinshaw fucking said it. There used to be a football team over there. And it's Levy is now taking to the next fucking level. He's brought it to fucking, no offense, I don't mean this as an offense against America, but it's fucking Walt Disney, man. It's Hollywood. You know?
Oh, but it's not even as good as America. Like, if you're gonna go American style, at least do it proper. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've never been. I lived in America as a teenager, close to South Boston, when my dad was working there. And what's the baseball stadium, man? In Boston, the famous one,
Red Sox, or
the Red Sox Stadium, man.
Fenway?
I'm sure someone in the it might, Fenway. Is it Fenway? No. Fenway
might be in New York.
All right, sorry, beg your pardon. I wasn't that big into American sports. By the way, I was offered a scholarship to play football in soccer in America as a teenager.
I'm sure you were.
We moved.
A lot of UK guys. Fenway Park. That's right.
Yeah, Fenway Park, man. Yeah, I was offered a scholarship, but we moved back to Ireland then. So, yeah. But yeah, sorry, I'm reading the comments at the same time. Boo Melbourne victory. Current the famous Sydney FC. Fuck the Sydney FC, man. Yeah, I tell you one thing, man. I am in full support of these protests, and I really think they're taking off at the moment now. There's, from what I can see on social media, which I'm not that involved with, I think people like Brian Daigle, Stelios, and that are doing a great job. And this is exactly what we need to bring attention to the American market for the NFL game. And, just to expose the hypocrisy that's going on at the moment, the unnecessary stress that it's causing to people who love our club. That we don't want to just be a stadium. We don't want just to be an arena for venues. We want to, we want to have our club first and foremost. During the Anthony Joshua Unich fight, they were calling it the Tottenham Hotspur Arena, the Tottenham Hotspur venue. And every minute in America, I was watching it in American commentary, they were saying, we're live here from the Tottenham Hotspur Arena. Now, if you imagine, as somebody else pointed out earlier, if that was the Amazon Arena, like the revenue that our club could be getting, that we could be pumping back into our players, into our team. I don't want an oligarch. I don't want an oil sheik. I don't want an Saudi Arabian prince. To be honest, would love Jeff Bezos. And I know in America that might cause controversy. But I'd love somebody more like Jeff Bezos to be back in our club. Like, you'll know more about this than I will. But I'm not sure exactly American people's views on Bezos, but for me, I'd far prefer him than a oil laundering oligarch like fucking Abramovich, or something like that. So,
here it just depends on who you're talking to, right? If you're talking to like a far left person who's into socialism or something like that, they don't like Bezos because he's rich. And if you're talking to somebody on the right, they don't like him because he's a leftist, right? So I mean, it just depends on what position you hold. But I mean, I don't have a problem with Jeff Bezos. I think he's, at least he's gotten his money by providing a service rather than, stealing money from people in currency scandals like Joe Louis did.
You know how much? What was it? Joe Lewis's his company went up 370 million during the pandemic, in the first year of the pandemic or something like that,
Yeah.
I can't remember. I'm sure one of the people in the comments will be able to correct me on that, but certainly inflated.
Something like that, 300 million or
something
like that. 300 million pounds or something like that. It
was a large amount.
Yeah. I think that was just his net worth, right? So his net worth went up 300 million.
And look at Tottenham Hotspur's net spend in the last fucking few years.
Yeah.
It's just, we're getting mugged. As fans, we're getting ripped off. We're getting mugged. It's
29 million in net spend. Like, look, it's net spend. If you got a low net spend, that's good. If you're spending a lot of money on players and you're selling your players for a lot of money. But when just
one sec. Swarlev Patak in the comments. Why would Amazon buy our club? I'm not talking about buying our club. I'm talking about naming rights. First off, okay. I don't think Enoch are going to sell up, right? Sorry, I probably misrepresented the point I was trying to make earlier. I was more talking about naming rights and the influence they could have on our club. So I think I said that the wrong way, Swarlev. So I apologize.
And there's a lot of reasons why they would want to buy a club. So like, it could just be to pay less taxes. Right?
Yeah, well, of course.
Because then you're owning an asset, right? And you're having to add.
Yeah, and like Google and several other American companies that are based in Ireland, you get your corporate tax rate at 12%. So
yeah,
and
here the tax law in the U.S. there's a lot of loopholes and stuff like that. So the more money you spend, the less taxes you have to pay. So that's why rich people keep buying stuff.
The only reason that the biggest companies in America have their headquarters in Ireland, tiny little fucking island, is because you guys get 12.5% rate. It's all right. Here we go, Bobby. Thank you. Because now I can get to read the comments because there's loads of them flying in directed at me, man. Anyway, welcome, brother Robbie. And yeah.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Oh,
Bobby.
Yeah, how you doing?
It's time for the late night THFC rant.
Oh, good.
AMSR.
Where's Brian Daigle gone?
Is that Bobby or the boy Hotspur?
No, the boy Hotspur. He's on vacation until my beard grows back out, I guess.
Yeah. Oh man, some destinations are big up. How you guys doing? Happy birthday! Have you sang him happy birthday, Aaron?
No, nobody sang.
Oh fuck! Happy birthday!
Come on.
Can we do the breakbeat version, man?
No, we need Kim for that. Kim's a break. Kim's a beatbox.
All right. Okay, fuck it. After you. Let's go.
We'll just go a cappella.
Happy birthday to
Come on.
you.
It's like you don't know the fucking words.
Let's go with the Marilyn Monroe version, man.
Oh, right. Okay, go on.
We do the Marilyn Monroe version here, man.
Happy
birthday to you.
Happy birthday. Finish it then.
Oh, I can't do this, man.
Crying out loud. Stop.
Can we not do the rap version, man, or the grime version, man?
You can't even get through the whole version of any of them. Why are you?
I'm cringing my arse off, man.
Oh wow.
Right, anyway, Will, happy fucking birthday, brother.
Thanks.
Yeah, man.
Getting old now, man. I'm 41.
Yeah, same.
Fuck you, I'm 47, and like Bob's like 68.
Hey, I'm only what a month or so older than you, aren't I? When's your birthday, Aaron?
30 April, 74.
Aaron. Sorry, yeah. I'm a bit older. Yeah, about 6 months older than you. In November 73.
Yeah, you can tell, man. You can tell.
You got a birthday coming up.
Yeah. At least I've got the guts to show my fucking face.
Hey, dude, I show my face. I'm not just doing it tonight, man. Hey, Will, have I shown my face before? I've been
You've
on many
shown it.
I've
times.
seen your face, and I know exactly why you hide it. So don't worry about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I just don't want to put you bald guys. I
tragic.
just want to make you bald guys look bad, man.
It was very, very tragic. Whose birthday is it? It was my birthday yesterday.
It was, and he wishes it wasn't. The way that it's just gone.
That was rough.
Never mind.
Thank you,
Never
Kim.
mind.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Arteta high on Ben Scheid after that performance. Sounds like the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, they're all jizzing over Ben White at the moment, aren't they?
Why? What did he do?
Big up, Scott.
What did he do?
What? The 15 minutes, mate, the last
Ben
15
White.
minutes of any Love Lounge is... Oh, Ben White, yeah. Apparently he's had a couple of good games, hasn't he? So, yeah, he's the next best thing since, I don't know, Martin Keown, I suppose. No, Arsenal, we made them look good. We make any team look good at the moment, so I don't think.
Yeah, we'd make fucking Martin Keown look good, and he was an ugly fucker.
Yeah. No, but I don't know why we expect more, guys. I really don't know why we're expecting more. You know, the board have brought in a manager who basically reflects their ambition, their mindset at the moment. Is a mediocre manager who's in charge of a mid-table team who played pragmatic football. Why the fuck are we expecting anything more? I don't understand. Nuno out. Yeah, of course. But, you know, it's like I say, it's just a reflection of where the football club are at the moment.
Yeah,
Nuno
I'm
for who,
still
though,
not
Bob?
Nuno out, man. Like, he does things that I don't like. But are you ever going to have him? I mean, Pochettino did things I didn't like. And Pochettino won us just as many trophies as Nuno has. And yeah, the football was better sometimes, but that last year under Poch wasn't good either. Right? I mean, the Champions League run, the last 12 months of Poch wasn't good. I mean, the Champions League run was great, but our league form was awful.
Am I lagging pretty bad?
You
Bob,
don't seem to be lagging.
Only in your head, Bob.
You're being slow to speak.
Okay, give me 1 minute. I'm just going to go onto my phone. It seems to work better. I'll be back literally in a second.
All righty.
All right, mate.
All right, so what's the topic now, Will?
Why Bob Spurs' internet is so bad. That would be a good one.
Dude, man, he's in Stoke-on-Trent, the home of Shakespeare, man. I mean, like they've still got Shakespearean internet up there, dude. It's, you know, we're going back in time here, man. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. It's I'm trying to roll the smoke here and talk at the same time and read the comments. So triple
Thank you,
tasking.
Danny. I appreciate that. You should come on the show too, Danny.
Oh, the bun, man, get the bun on.
It's early
get the
still,
bun
man.
on.
It's like what, 12:30? Not that bad.
And Cody's in there, man. Get Cody on too, man. This could be a
It might be
birthday
too
party.
early for Cody though. That's the problem. Here it's like only 7:30 in the evening. He usually has family stuff going on. But if he wants to jump off after his kids finally go to sleep.
Do you know, Will? I thought Will, I thought Cody was a logger living in the Canadian version of Siberia. No, honestly, no. That's what I actually thought his job was. That's why I was always teasing him about eating squirrels. Turns out he works in an insurance company.
Yeah.
Do you know how gutted I was when I found that out today? I mean, I was like the myth, the legend of Cody. Oh, man. I thought he was like Bear Grylls, man, living in the wild. But I'll tell you, one guy you need to get in here is Shamu Van Spurs, because he's some fella. Shamu from Kiwi Land, from New Zealand.
He's welcome to come on. The link's at the top.
Yeah, he should come on, man. He should come on. And he knows his football. he knows a hell of a lot more than I do when it comes to the game. I spent too many years away, traveling and that. But Shamu, man, he's paid attention for the last 20 years, and he'd be a great guest if you can get him on.
Cody just looks like a lumberjack because he's got a lumberjack beard. That's the only reason why Cody looks like
yeah, and all those squirrels that live in his beard, man. You can see them popping out every now and then. Shamu, woo, get on, man, join in. I don't know if he will.
Thank you. Beard has not been trimmed, not yet. Thank you. Yeah, the whole country is Siberia. That's true. It is. Reload XXX is finally here with us in the show. Portugueser says Cody's actually Paul Rudd disguised with a beard. Danny Kiriaka, you should go on and talk about the Twitter space chat. Yeah, Danny, you should come on. It's been a long time since anybody's heard you. I haven't seen Danny on a stream in a long time.
Danny's got a girlfriend now. He's gone all smushy.
But I don't think she's there with him this week, though.
She's probably hiding in his bun.
She could be. But Cody Mack says, AE, truthfully, I shave every day. It just grows really fast. That would be really fast.
Can I ask you a question? As a clean-shaven man, I can't go 3 days without getting... Don't play yourself down. Sorry, comma there. I can't go 3 days without growing a beard, without like my whole face going mad itchy. How the hell do you grow something like what you used to have and Cody has now? It does not drive you insane.
Yeah, so the itchiness tends to come when you shave a lot. Your face tends to be drier than it probably should be. And so a lot of beard balm and beard oils help, especially once you get to about an inch, it starts to get a little bit itchy again, and you just kind of have to let it. You just have to throw on a lot of. Just get yourself a good beard balm, keep your skin moisturized, stuff like that, and it won't get itchy. But I found that too, especially when I didn't have a beard and I first started growing a beard. It would get super itchy, and I'd always find myself doing this type of thing. That's because shaving regularly dries your skin out. So
I used to shave every day, and then I tried a few times over the last 10 years to actually grow something bigger. When it became en vogue, but my God, man, it just drove my face insane. So yeah, I'm still clean shaven relatively.
Cody says he's gonna make you a wig out of his beard.
Yeah, I saw that. I just yeah. Well, why not? I could actually grow my hair if I wanted to, but it's just easier, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys watch. I don't know if any of you boys watching Practical Jokers, but the guy with the long hair, Q, he shaved his hair off and gave it to the other guy, and they made it into a wig. And I think Cody, if he does anything, should make a wig to give to Bob. And that would be a fabulous look for
Mr.
Bob.
Mark Swift is here. If people are wondering who the mysterious M is.
Yes, Mark.
Welcome, Mark.
Hello, mate. Can you hear me all right?
You're a little quiet, but we can hear you.
No, that's good enough. I'm smoking, that's why I'm not got my face on.
I could turn your mic up a little bit for you.
Go on then, mate.
It was quiet last week as well.
I'm sometimes. Is that better?
Yeah, it's better. I turned you up.
Cheers, pal.
Yeah, we're doing good.
Piss off, Swift.
Piss off, Bob.
What are we saying? Somebody's talking.
Oh, it's Mark Swift. Man, I thought it was M from James Bond.
I'm not that bloody old.
Has anyone seen the new James Bond yet?
No, that's just the same.
Oh, right, okay.
Are you going to be the next Bond, Bob? Are you going to be the next Bond?
Am I going to be the next Bond?
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, he's Money Penny.
Yeah. No, I'm the octopussy. Ah, yeah.
I can believe that.
No. Or James Bob. James Bob sounds
Bob.
good. James Bob.
James Bob. I like that. I like that.
My name's Bob. James Bob. Although I don't know why I said it in an American accent. He's never American. Never mind.
Well, it's an American movie these days, mate, though, isn't it?
Yeah. I know. They've got Bourne, haven't they? Bourne.
I think it's always been an American movie, isn't it? Even
Well,
the
I don't
original,
know.
I think, was made by an American movie company. I'm not
No,
sure.
Ian Fleming, the author, is British. So
Right, the book.
I think he was. Was he not Irish?
he was Irish.
Or am I wrong?
I think he was born in Ireland, wasn't he? But he's traditionally, yeah. So
I think that was. I think generally it'd be considered British from the old days, but very much taken over by America, like by Hollywood.
Yeah, I mean,
after.
he's always known as a British agent, though, isn't he? So
yeah,
we'll keep it. We'll keep him for now.
He's not 00 Matt Damon or whatever you call that guy.
No, he's not Jason Bourne. He's not Ethan Hunt.
Yeah,
he's definitely British. I don't want to spoil the new James Bond, but
spoil it, man, 'cause I won't be watching it.
No. There's few people watching. It is easily one of the best ones. Craig Daniels.
Craig David,
yeah. He's what Craig David does as Bond. He kills a terrorist on a Sunday. Then he on a Monday. then he breaks into an embassy on a Monday. Then on a Tuesday, he chills on a Tuesday. Then on a Wednesday, you get no. But no, Craig Daniels is my favourite James Bond. So
speaking of Craig David, Bobby. Speaking of Craig David and my favourite character is People Just Do Nothing. I watched People Just Do Nothing in Japan, which is where my daughter lives, obviously. And I live there. Yeah, and I watched the movie there a couple of nights ago, and I'm going to ruin the ending for you. DJ Steve's finds love. No, that's what I'm going to say, man. DJ Stevie hooks up. All right, yeah, man. It's funny as fuck.
The first Bond show,
Dr.
1954 CBS, American. No, Casino Royale was the first one. It was a 1 hour.
Casino Royale. Yeah.
It was a 1 hour television special that CBS did in 1954.
It was the unofficial first one, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then Dr. No was the first movie, and that was done by Eon Production Films, which is Harry Slassman from Canada and Robert R. Cubby from America are the owners of that company.
Yeah, we got Don
Sean
Paratici,
Connery.
Dr. No Nothing.
Sean Connery.
How old Bond is now? He must be getting on a bit, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, he's going to be what 70, 80 odd, isn't he? The first movie was 60s.
You know the story about Sean Connery in real life and his wife, who owns everything that he owns. He signed everything over to his wife, and the poor guy, man, he's controlled by her, and so he's never really been able to do anything without any freedom. She totally dictates his life.
I thought that's how married.
Like most women do when they get married. No offense to women, but that's why I never got married.
And there's 25 Bond movies that are Eon films.
That's what's a biggie. Yeah.
And there are 2 non-Eon films. There's Casino Royale, the very first one, and then Never Say Never Again.
Yeah. It was her. Remember Her Majesty's Secret Service with that? One-off James Bond. What?
And Goldfinger. These could all sound like names for Daniel Levy, man. You know.
The first one, especially Mr. No. And it was Dr. No, but
Dr. No,
been Mr. No. Could have been Mr. No. Goldfinger.
Yeah, there's Dr. No, From Russia with Love, Goldfinger, Thunderball, You Only Live Twice, and On Her Majesty's. Yeah, and so On Her Majesty's Service was the first one with George Lansby.
That was Roger Moore's first, wasn't it?
George Lansby was On Her Majesty's Service.
Yeah.
Then Sean
maybe it's Roger Moore that got controlled by his wife. I'm gonna have to check that out.
And then
Yeah,
Sean
Roger.
Connery did one more after that, Diamonds Are Forever. And then
Forever,
Roger
yeah.
Moore's first one was 1973, Live and
Who
Let
was the
Die.
Irish guy? Who was the Irish guy that James
Timothy
Bond?
Dalton.
Timothy Dalton.
Dalton.
He did two
No,
movies.
no. In
Pierce
the
Brosnan.
early 90s.
It's Pierce Brosnan, wasn't it?
Piers Brosnan.
Pierce
Oh,
Brosnan.
yeah,
Yeah. He
did
started
five.
off like in the Irish version of like EastEnders, like a real tacky TV show.
Yeah.
And turned into James Bond.
Bond,
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, he
And
did
then
4
respect.
films. Those were pretty good films. I
Roger-
never watched.
Roger Moore's best one had to be Moonraker with Jaws. That was the best one, man.
Oh, that was fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
That was wicked. That was.
And then Daniel Craig has actually done more movies than Pierce
5.
Brosnan has.
Yeah, he's done 5. I have to say, you guys, if you haven't seen it, it's I don't want to say without spoiling it, but it is it's really good. It's got a really good ending. And it does tie up a lot of loose ends from quite a few of the Bond films, which I thought was a good touch.
No Time to Die, is that the new one?
No Time to Die, yeah.
What is that the newest one? That's
Yeah.
Because Tommy was going off to see that tonight, and he was well wound up. He was delighted that he was going off. Was it
mate.
good?
It's been a
Brilliant.
while. It's been 6 years since the last one.
It's absolutely brilliant. I mean, remember, this was supposed to come out before the pandemic. So they released
2 years
it,
ago.
They held on to it. Yeah, they've held on to it, and they were going to stream. They're going to release it on stream, but they thought, no, it's got such a big impact on the ending and the storyline itself. They thought, nah, if we release it on stream, there's going to be it's not going to do itself just so.
Probably being streamed here. They stream everything here now.
Yeah,
What cars do they
not.
have in it?
MGM have gone out their way not to make sure they're not going to stream it online at all. They're going to give it a 42-day release. A bit of my film geek coming out, so it's going to be in cinema for a minimum of 42 days before there's any stream or Blu-rays or anything available. So
I'll get that first. Don't worry, Bobby.
Yeah, mate, try and watch it. It's a big screen.
Don't worry, I'll be able to download it in a couple of days. But what cars did they have?
Sorry?
What cars did he
They
have?
have the DB. They have the DB5. They have all of them, mate. They have, there's a lot of going back to the old classics as well.
Retro.
For the DB5.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Cool.
What like a Cortina?
Yeah, they've got the Cortina. They've got the Datsun.
The
as well.
Ford Granada.
They've got the Datsuns.
All right, this has gone off topic. Will? Tottenham?
Yeah. Sorry, Will.
No, this is pub talk.
Happy
man.
birthday.
There's no
Happy
topic.
birthday.
Yeah, I know. It's Friday night banter, man.
Friday night pub talk. Spurs pub talk live. We talk about whatever you want. You can talk about ladies. You can talk about.
I asked the question. I asked the question beforehand. Yeah, Mark, easy. With regards to Nuno, what should we expect anymore from a mediocre manager? Oh my God, what the fuck?
No, where's he
Should we
been?
expect any more
Everybody
from a manager?
Everybody thought you died, Cody.
Yeah.
Well, I'm alive.
Is he here? Oh dear.
Yeah. Well, welcome.
Everybody thought Cody died.
Yeah,
So,
since his job in the insurance company, man.
Yeah, I've got good life insurance. Don't worry.
You need it, man.
So I was just putting the kids to bed, and my oldest daughter is 3.5, so we was tucking her in and everything, and she wants to have like a little snuggle and everything. And anyways, she told me she wants to marry me.
Oh my God.
I've had that.
Yeah. And then she said she wanted to marry her friends and her cousins and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, you can't marry everybody.
No, just a few.
Yeah, none of my kids.
Are you guys Mormon by any chance?
No, not yet.
No. My 6-year-old Bob Spur Jr. is already married to what's her name? Daisy. Yeah. She's Daisy Singh. She's Daisy Hall Singh at the moment. So he's sorted already.
Still doing the arranged marriages, eh?
Yeah, I know, mate. I know. She's a neighbour, so it's not far to go as well. So that saves a bit of travelling costs. But yeah, they got married while at school, in between a
pack of Whatsits with cheesy flavoured crisps and a donut. So they fit in a marriage
Lads,
in
you're
between.
killing me, man.
Did the
You're
teachers
killing me.
tell you that they were marrying your kids, or no?
She I think she blessed them. So yeah, she was best man and lady and all sorts. So yeah, bridegroom. She was.
I'm getting away. My little granddaughter just calling me Lolo for now, and video camming with her on Skype because Lolo is the Tagalog word for granddad. And my God, if she starts looking at me like it's Pornhub or something, I'm in serious trouble, man. I mean, she's only 18 months years old, man. Oh dear. What did you get for Christmas when you were 6? When you were 6 years old, Aaron? Do you remember? What did I get for Christmas when I was 6 years old? Yeah. Well, I remember. Yeah, I do. I remember I got it was a little car racing game that had it was like what you call those things, conveyor belts. Scale electrics. No, man. I wasn't that fancy. It was like a handheld thing that had like a conveyor belt that went round and round. You had to wind it up. And you had to dodge. You had this tiny steering wheel, and you had to go from left to right to avoid them. Brilliant. And then a year later, I got Subbuteo. When I was 7, I got Subbuteo. Oh man! Yeah. Oh man! That was my best present ever. Bob Spurgeon come up to me. He goes, "Dada, what are you getting me for Christmas?" I don't know. I'm thinking, bike. He's been after a scooter. I go, "Well, why? What do you want?" Can I have an iPhone? No, you're fucking 6 years old, mate. You can't even spell iPhone. No, you can't have an iPhone. Fucking iPhone. Fucking, I was happy with marbles at that age. I came out with a great invention a few years ago, by the way. Great invention. Do you remember when Google would bring out Google Glasses and all that stuff? I came out with one called the eyeball, where you pop your eye out and you stick in an eyeball, man, and you're directly connected to the internet and you can see, everything online. It didn't. I tried to sell it to whoever it was, the dude who was running Apple at the time. He didn't buy it, man. But eyeball. Eyeball, that's good. I think there might be a small Wi-Fi connection issue there, though. So, yeah, put it into your ear.
In the way.
iPhone, man. iPhone.
What's funny too is, as your kids get older too, like my wife, she's so silly. Like my middle son came home today, and since he's in 7th grade, since the little girl asked him out, and he said no because she was annoying or whatever, and she got all excited, like, oh, that's cool. Then my oldest son was like, what's the big deal? 4 girls have asked me out this month.
Yeah, man.
And then my wife was
well,
I mean, look, they're my kids, right? And if I'm good looking myself, and then my kids are not twice as good looking as me. So,
sorry.
The people are smoking. This is not my opinion. This is 50% of the people voted. I am as good looking as Ryan Mason, and I'm more fit than the Queen.
Pity is
you are. Yeah,
you're more fit than the Queen.
Yeah,
fitter than the Mari called him fit, and Mari. Oh shit! I remember Mari had a boner for the Queen. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And then, God, he called Will fit as well. And he did say, we asked him who's fit. Mari's in love at the moment, lads. He's like proper in love. I don't know if you boys have talked to him off in the back chats, but I know. Unfortunately, he's gone full mushy, man. He's gone full mushy, man. I'm driving up to, I can't remember where he lives now, but I don't reveal too much. Mari's in proper love. Where was it? Jacksonville. He's in proper ready to propose mode, Yeah, Mari's love lounge.
Jacksonville's only like an hour away, so it's not that big of a deal.
Where is he? I'd love him to be on tonight, man, so we can get the conclusion of to see what happened.
He's probably busy with his Jackson.
Oh, stop! Yeah.
That's right, but it's And so
I
was
can't
like,
believe I just
why?
said that and licked my lips. I shouldn't say
How does Will still have 52 people watching after me and Bob being on? I have no idea.
Well, it's up to 76, and now it's down to 53. If that
wicked.
Okay, go back to Tottenham talk, man.
Oh no.
But no, like, so I asked him, I was like, why, why don't you want to have a girlfriend? It's like I'm 12. What are we gonna do? Let's wait till we get to high school. I was like, that's a good answer. I like that.
What? Why didn't you tell him you do it in the bum? It's safe that way.
What are you talking about?
Can't get her pregnant if it's in her.
This is turning into Mary's love lounge, man. It really is.
Love lounge, man.
So Cody, who just got proposed to by his 3-year-old daughter, is now advocating
Jesus fuck.
12-year-old middle school boys doing it in the bum.
Don't be disgusting, Will.
I'm saying, how will you feel when your daughter's 12 and some dad's out there telling her?
Come on, lads, come on, get back to talking, please.
This is Galaxy Universe. This is Galaxy Universe.
I'm feeling violated here at the moment.
I'll tell you what I was asked the other day, Code, and we'll relate to this together, and Aaron to an extent. Mark, I don't know if you've got any kids. Probably not.
No, not a lot, mate.
Few scattered around. It's when is the acceptable age for a father or a grandfather for their daughter or granddaughter to come home and say, Dada, or not Dada, Daddy, I'm pregnant?
17.
That's an acceptable age.
35.
What?
Yeah, I'd say about
Never.
mid-30s.
Never.
My daughter was 17, man. My daughter was 17 when she told me.
I thank God ever did. I don't have any daughters.
Oh,
my daughter was 17,
dead.
man.
Cody
Once
says
I'm dead. Yeah.
Once I'm dead. I do feel for my daughter when she decides to date. Well, when she's 47, that's when she's going to be allowed to date. But when
lads,
when a boyfriend goes, oh, can I meet your family? And she'll be like, yeah, well, you can meet brother 1, or you can meet brother 2, or you can meet brother 3, or you can meet psycho mum, or you can meet dad. So they're the people you have to get through before. So yeah, with 3 older brothers and psycho mum and myself, it'll have to jump through a few hoops before even thinking about taking her out on a date.
Bob, my daughter was 17 and she left home. I was living in Ireland, she was living in Japan, and she met a guy and she lived with the family, and she got pregnant, and I've got a lovely granddaughter now. My daughter's 19, my granddaughter's 18 months, and they're a lovely, happy family. I know they're a very young family, but honestly, man, they're so happy, and she does everything she can. Now, there's no right age. Well, obviously there is a right age, and I know my daughter was very young when she did, but look, I mean, she's a lovely girl, and my granddaughter is a little angel, and I'm delighted with both of them, and all you can do is support them. And sorry to be all fatherly or grandfatherly here, but I'm only 47 myself, and I feel I'm too young to be a grandfather. But I love my daughter and my granddaughter, man. I've always supported them, and same way I support Tottenham.
Right, of course. Yeah. If it happens, it happens, right? But when I said 35, I was being facetious, but
I think you're right.
I would say about 20. I think 26 is probably a good age.
None of you guys have daughters, do you?
Huh?
Yeah, Cody.
None of you boys have.
Bob has daughter.
Cody's kids and my kids are pretty similar age, aren't they, Cody?
All right.
Okay. I've got 2 daughters. One is 3 and one is 1.
Yeah.
Wait till they're teenagers, boys. You're in for trouble.
Oh, mate, I'm dreading it. I'm just glad I've got 3 old
boys.
I'm glad I've got 3 older brothers. She's got 3 older brothers who look out for him. But the way she is, fucking hell, man, she'll be sorting all 3 of them out.
Basically, I'm hoping that I've got about 9 years left
Did I lose
before,
internet?
before Tottenham kill me.
Yeah, you know, my daughter, who's 17, was the one who was telling me for the last 2 years, Takehiro Tomiyasu is the man we need to buy, and if we sign him, she'll come to London and watch him play. And now fucking Arsenal signed him, and she's on my back. Pardon?
I said he is in London.
Yeah, and she now is saying that I have to keep up my promise to bring her to a game in London, except now it has to be an Arsenal game. I'm like, she's only doing it to wind me up because she knows how much I love Tottenham.
Just take her to the Tottenham Arsenal, the NLD, the home NLD.
It's more reflection of what a shit. It's more reflection of what a shit father you've been, really, Aaron. If you can't, if she's still thinking about going to Arsenal.
Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah, nice one, thanks, Bob. Oh, mate. I used to go to games. She used to play for Tochigi. She used to play for a local team in Japan, Tochigi. And I'd always buy her the Tottenham jerseys and that. And she kept saying, honestly, for 2 years, Takehiro Tomiyasu. And I kept for the last, I don't know, 6 months and during the transfers. And we've got to sign this guy, not only for Tottenham, for my daughter, for my family. And now we've ended up here. And what a fucking mistake, by the way, that we did not sign that guy. What a fucking mistake.
It's hindsight. It's hindsight, though, isn't it? I mean, my favourite saying, and Cody will say, was, "Have we signed Tomiyasu yet?" I used to say that on a daily basis within our groups. But I'll never sit there and say, "Oh, he was a waste of money," or "We should have got him," because it's all hindsight. We can judge a player once he's signed, and we can judge him when he goes to another. And yeah, in hindsight, we should have got Tomiyasu, of course. But there was no guarantee that he was going to turn out. I mean, we were all jizzing over Emerson and saying what a wonderful signing he is instead of a Tomiyasu. We were making excuses. We were giving reasons why we're not signing a Tomiyasu, and it's great we've got an Emerson in. So it is all hindsight. But what we can say is that we were so close, so long. It was over a case of 2 million. We should have got him. We were in a position where we could have got him. But, mate, you could add a Skriniar to that list. You could add a Dybala to that list, a Grealish. I mean, I don't know if you got the 4-4-2 recently, but in there, we've always seen the Tottenham's perspective or the Tottenham's narrative of why we didn't get Grealish. This was from Aston Villa's position, Aston Villa's point of view, one of their previous executives. And he turned around and said, we were willing to sell Grealish for 6 million for Tottenham. Everything was agreed. Everything was agreed for 6 million for Grealish, and Levy wants to lower the price a bit. And then lo and behold,
Levy.
Yeah, while they were negotiating, in came the new owners, and suddenly Grealish went from 6 million to 40 million. And believe it or not, Levy said, "No, you're right, mate." But yeah, we could have got him 6 million. Aston Villa were all set. They were looking for transfer targets. They were all ready to invest that 6 million they were going to get from Spurs into other players. But Levy said, "No, well, how about 4? How about 4 million?" And we lost out on him.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah, this is from they sold the club. New owners came in. We're wanting to still sell him for, I think it was something like 10 or something like that.
But from what he was saying, from what the article said, it jumped from 6 million up to 40. They weren't going to consider it.
Oh, so 40? Yeah, that was 14.
Yeah, 40. It said 40, but it could be 14. But yeah, it did go up. Regardless, we could have got him for 6. And
Grealish was never worth 100 million. What City played from, but we could have got him for a lot less.
I don't know. He's been.
You think he's worth 100 million?
He's been looking pretty good for them,
isn't it? That's the trouble.
So what?
What's that, Mark?
It's English tax, isn't it? All the English players always more.
Yeah, the English premium.
Yeah.
100 million. And what helped us for him going for 100 million was bumping up Kane's price. The question is Kane currently worth 100 million?
No.
Yeah, but I think
On
Grealish
current
is
form,
a good
no.
player. We could have had Sadio Mane too.
Yeah.
Another player we could have got. Yeah, had we cupped.
Could you imagine what it would be now if you had Son on the right, Mane on the left, Grealish in the number 10 behind Kane?
Yeah. Our squad would almost be as good as Wolves.
Almost.
Cody regurgitating old debates, man. Shave your beard, Cody. Let's make a new debate, man. One that Will can win.
What would it take to shave Cody's beard?
Spurs would have to win the league.
What?
Oh, was that the debate?
That's a bit unfair, Cody. Let's give it. How about Aston Villa finishes ahead of Spurs or something like that?
He said he would shave his beard. First of all, he said he would shave his beard if we beat Chelsea. Then we had our bet. And I don't know what bet's coming up next for Cody's beard.
So he's
trying to get rid of his beard is what he's doing. He can't come to do it himself. But I think his work and his wife are pushing him to cut it.
What about Villa? Have you got a Villa bet on? Villa beard bet.
Listen,
well, you can't do a beard bet.
No. Don't confuse things, because honestly, if you look at the different wagers that I have made, okay, first of all, I tried to say if we put 5 past Crystal Palace, I'll shave my beard. What were the odds of that happening? Not very good. Then I said, if we beat Chelsea, I will shave my beard. What were the odds of that happening? And then I said, let's put our beards on the line because, your Mr. Wolves have a better squad than us. So put your beard where your mouth is. and I thought that was a
always where my mouth is.
that was a pretty safe bet, I think.
Come on, guys. Cody's beard is...
Nah,
Cody's
never a doubt.
How is it never a doubt when we were...
Cody's beard is a national Canadian wildlife park, man. You can't make him shave it
Wolves
off.
come back, and then Jimenez, or not Jimenez, the Portuguese guy misses a sitter right across the face of goal that could have made it 2-2 then.
Glory, Tottenham.
So, what about Villa then? Villa? Have you got Villa? Thinking what? Villa... What if Villa score 3 goals against us?
I will bet you. Let's bet our beards again.
No,
you can't do a beard.
You don't have enough. You don't have enough.
We'll have to do eyebrows. We'll have to do eyebrows.
Nah, you got to put something. You'd have to put something else on the line.
My chest hair.
Eyebrows.
No, mate, your ball sack hair.
Easy.
And how would you show that on YouTube?
You want me to show my sack on live on air?
Pornhub, man. Pornhub.
Yeah, not doing that.
Might like it.
But
I'm not interested in wagering my beard at the moment. Okay, I like my beard.
Leon Bailey scores on the weekend.
I'll just do something obscure then.
I'll do something obscure. It's called not wagering my beard.
Right now,
I pity Cody's wife, man. Cody's wife.
He loves his beard so much. He'd actually wage his 3-year-old daughter than his beard right now. Isn't that right, Cody?
Oh.
Well, maybe the 1-year-old.
1-year-old, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like her as much.
Yeah, everyone's got a favourite. Everyone keeps
Hey.
All right.
3-year-old just said she wanted to marry me, so.
How about Cody stops?
My favorite is the one who does what I tell him to do. That's my favorite.
Yeah, that day. Yeah. You want my favorite one today? Cheers for the cup of cake.
What about Cody stops using Twitter for a month if he doesn't want to take his beard off? He won't fucking
do that. He tried doing it for 24 hours and he nearly died.
I lasted 36 hours, man.
No, you can never do that on YouTube. That would get the whole channel taken. There's not a 10-minute rule on. And the only reason why you're actually not supposed to cuss at all in a stream or a video, but the only thing is that they only check the first 10 minutes, right? Like when they do a in-person review.
But that's not fair. In Ireland, cursing is normal. It's part of our language. Like it's, that'd be discriminatory if you didn't allow us to speak the way we speak.
Oh my God! Talking of Pornhub, fucking little show there.
He's starting to look at like one of the ZZ Top guys. Is what he's starting to do.
Sharp dressed girl, man. Cody's a sharp dressed girl.
Probably doesn't even know who ZZ Top is. The young buck.
Oh, of course we know who ZZ Top is, man.
Yes, I know who ZZ Top is.
Mark, I don't know if Mark knows.
Bob's got a sleazy top.
Yeah.
I certainly know who they are, mate. I'm 41.
Oh yeah, we're all kind of the same.
Yeah, Mark's
same window
as me. Cody's like what?
Where's Marcelo, guys? Can you get Marcelo on there?
37.
It's like 20. Marcelo, I don't know. He can come on if he wants to. I don't have his phone number.
I'd love. He'd be a great guest on there at the moment, just to mix it up, man. He'd be gas.
Telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
He's been really after me. I guess I said that I misrepresented his position of having two holding mids, and he's been all about it after me in like every comment section. Will, I didn't mean it, like you said. Yeah.
Estelle's left.
You know why, Will? It's because you're so negative. That's why.
Yeah, I'm negative. Although I'm not the negative one now. That's what's like the world's been flipped upside down. I don't know what's going on with that, but
yeah,
that's because you shaved.
Level.
No, it's because I am unentertainingly consistent, and so sometimes I'm the positive person and sometimes I'm the negative person. It just depends on where everyone else is at the time. It's just the way it is.
Will, you're Jerry Springer, mate. Come on. You stir it up and you wind it up. And
Willie,
I do enjoy a good debate.
Willie.
That has a different meaning in
that should not be shouted out, chanted amongst the UK.
You might as well just chant penis.
Yeah, I think it's pretty appropriate, actually. Especially since you shaved.
Will, how many viewers have you got left at the moment, man? You probably lost subscribers tonight.
You know, Bryce is in the chat. Bryce, let's try and come on, mate. You know,
I still have any subscribers now.
Bryce,
I'm not going anywhere anyway.
Yeah, let's get Bryce.
Bryce, get on, the Aussie boy. Come on, man. I'll take the piss out of the Aussies. I lived there for a few years, man.
You don't need a camera. Just hop on. We're just having.
That's it.
We're just
come on, Bryce. That'll be good, man.
A BS session.
I wonder what it's like to cheer for a good football team.
I don't know.
I remember. I was a Tottenham fan 40 years ago.
Probably want to actually talk about them.
What about yesterday's match, though, man? What about anybody got any thoughts on yesterday's match?
Yeah, fantastic win against the top team again.
So, who did we play? Like Brighton's U13 side? Is that what we played yesterday?
Mate, we were 2-0 up at half time. Let's be honest, we were shit. We were rubbish. Yeah. We could not control the ball, hold the ball.
Bob, it's so negative.
Yeah,
I would say the first 25-30 minutes looked pretty decent. We did have first half was decent. We had 60-something%, almost 70%.
Oh, mate, but what do we do with it?
But against who?
Against who?
No.
We have no creativity, man.
The highlight of the match was their goal.
It's not about creativity, is it? It's all about keeping possession.
Danny and his Daniel Levy picture.
Hey.
That football club that we played yesterday was founded 140 years after we were. 130 years.
2012.
Yeah. You know, Paris Saint-Germain were only founded like about 50 years ago, so...
You know what the capacity is at their ground? You know what the capacity is at their ground?
Fuck,
like
look
3,000?
I just seen the picture.
5,000 full, yeah. 5,000 full.
Are you serious?
5,000, yeah.
Oh, no.
That's like less than the stadiums here for like my son's U23 team.
Man, their stadium is the one with the train tracks going through it.
That's it, yeah.
Whose stadium?
Lucas Moura's.
Brian saying don't trigger him. Will trigger him, please.
The Lucas dyslexia football team fan club.
We're getting.
Oh, I got dyslexia, mate. Come on, give me a break.
Of all.
I'm going to haunt your dreams.
That's what Daigo says in his sleep.
He sees that 24/7.
You know, I had a fucking dream last night. I had a dream last night, and I woke up, and I was getting. I had a dream last night, and I woke up, and I was getting paid 10 grand by Levy to play for Tottenham, and I woke up going, "Oh, my bills are paid," and it's not real. Anyway, there you go. Get Daigle on, man. Come on, please.
Come on, Daigle.
It's funny. It's funny because like Daigle's over there and he's staying at his best mate's place and he's got to be whispering when he's on the streams. And even when he's not having to whisper, he's trying to like be Mr. Calm, Mr. Daigle. And there's just got to be an outlet somewhere for him to actually be angry and have his rage out, you know what I mean? So right now he's just laying in bed shaking watching this stream.
I can imagine, man. Too much coffee wound up and dying to get on, but come on, Brian, jump in, man.
We're gonna get beat on the weekend badly, I think.
Yeah, 3-1, I think. I reckon 3-1.
I think 3-1 as well.
I'm gonna come into your nightmares like Freddy Krueger.
I thought you sounded like that dude from Batman. What was his fucking Bane? Yeah, man. Although Levy with a Bane mask on, that would work.
So, Will, when do you think Nuno's getting sacked?
You know, I really. Whenever, it doesn't matter to me. It's not going to make a difference.
Christmas, lads. Yeah, I think you give him to Christmas.
I don't think so. I think I was saying this last night on a Twitter space. If he loses the next 4 games and doesn't get any points, he's gone. After the United game, he's gone.
Tough couple of games coming up, man. In fairness, like
you've got Aston Villa, Newcastle, then you've got West Ham, and then United. Yeah. And if you don't pick up any points, or if you don't even pick up 5 points from those 4 games, he's going to get sacked. I think he needs at least 2 wins out of those games. Honestly, if you that's a third of the season after the Man United game, and if he doesn't pick up those points, at least 5, that's like what, 1 win, 2 draws. And
bringing who? Bringing who?
Mate, we know who they're going to bring in. You know who they're going to bring in.
Mason in.
It's going to be
Chris Hughton, man. Chris Hughton.
But
Mason.
To be honest with you, I mean, I don't really give a
Mason.
shit.
What kind of coach is Ryan Mason?
Either way, Ryan
I was
Mason,
the only person who defended Ryan Mason, by the way, and actually said give the lad a break. But honestly, since Chris Hughton got the boot,
and the symbol of oppression.
the thing is, Ryan Mason coming in straight away. His favorite players will be playing. Dyer, Winks, all them fucking shit players. Dele Alli, they'll all be playing. No, regardless of how they perform, because they're.
Hey, is this Jason?
Listen,
is that Jason?
It's Jason.
Oh, big J.O.
If you are going to sack
Nuno, Jason.
Story Gazo, or mate.
You have been. It's not deep enough now.
Hello. How you doing, Jason?
If you're going to sack Nuno, I hope you're going to sack half that shit fucking team that wears our shit as well.
I agree
as well. But they're not.
We hear that all. We've been hearing that, haven't we?
It's the same shit fucking players that have let down how many different managers.
Stop you tearing down this corrupt city. Let me tell you the truth about Harvey Dent from the words of Gotham's police commissioner, James Gordon.
The same shit players that have been letting down how many different fucking managers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're right there, Jace. But my question is, what the fuck are they still doing it? You know, it's all very well asking the question. Oh, the same players have let Poch down and Jose down, etc., etc. My question is, what the fuck are they still doing here?
Well, the thing is, like,
I agree with you, Bob, but that doesn't negate their blame.
No, of course not.
The sheer number of players that need to be turned over from this squad. If you go back to the beginning of this transfer window, basically how I look at it, whether because of dissent or because of decline or because of just not being good enough, pretty much the only player that should be left over from the Maurizio Pochettino era is Heung-min Son.
Yeah, I agree.
And the problem is they've done a decent job in a very difficult window of moving on some of the players that need to be moved on. But they didn't replace them with decent players. So really, they've just ended up making the squad, I would say, weaker.
They are.
So
weaker.
It's pretty much at this point looking like the business that we did in the summer, as some of us would have analyzed at the time. There was nothing done to address any of the immediate issues. We're essentially punting this season, and honestly, I think in the only way that they will sack Nuno is if we keep getting continuous results like we've seen these last 3 games. If we suffer complete capitulations going into the end of October, they'll be forced to sack him. But under any other circumstance, they probably won't. But there's just not going to be anything in this season for us. I think the only chance that we have to get anything out of this season is to win the Europa Conference League. And I don't even think that we can do that.
I don't think
we can do that, at least unless we rest Kane and Son in the Premier League. And is that going to happen?
No,
I guess it depends where we're
teams.
Hold on, by the time we get to the final, we may be so far off the pace in the Premier League, you can fucking rest them.
Yeah,
well, not only that,
you got to count injuries as well. We know Tottenham are going to have injuries.
But not only that, though, is that the good thing about the Conference League is that until the Europa League teams drop down in, there's very few teams that would actually even pose a problem to us, because we played horrible yesterday and we won 5-1, right? So
it depends who drops out of Europa. It's important for us to win the group.
Oh, I thought you were a furry for a second. I was like, what's going on? You look like a puppy. I thought you were wearing like a puppy hat or something.
He looks like, I'm going to say it. He looks like a poor man to Osama bin Laden.
He's Osama bin Laden.
He looks like a Jedi. He looks like a slightly more streetwise Jedi.
Well, that's funny too. I was thinking what I need to do.
Look at the state of his fucking bed, man. What the fuck, man?
Usually he's got a few chips lying on it, man.
He's had a good time.
Looks like you got a bunch of full tube socks laying on the bed there.
Yeah.
What I thought about what I should do is I should face swap Brian Daigle's face onto Bane and then like voice it over with like,
we take Tottenham from the corrupt, the oppressors of generations who have kept you down with missive opportunity, and we give it back to you, the people. Tottenham is yours. None shall interfere. Do as you please.
That's what I should do.
Definitely.
All right, let's go with Danny the Bun and the finances and the Jedi knowledge here. Yoda.
I'm a Star Wars nut, so
he's on mute.
So am I, mate. So am I. I can't wait. I can't wait for the Book of Boba Fett to come out soon. After that Mandalorian 3.
I can't not look.
I'll be honest, dude.
Really
I can't wait for the.
You can't help look at what
they're doing as well.
Since you said he looked like Osama bin Laden, now that's all I see when I look down there.
That is literally, I can see him going, "Fuck you."
No, not even. Mate, I'm still ill. I don't give a fuck, man.
No, Danny's the bomb. Danny's the bomb.
I'm fucking ill as fucking it's been a shit week.
Hold on, what did you say he was?
No, don't. No, I shouldn't have said that.
No, that's a really unfortunate reference there, Bob.
Oh, this is so not streaming.
It's Friday night, man. It's Friday night. We might get away with it.
By the way, next Friday, me, Danny, and Daigle, and quite a few of the YouTube lads will be going to North London to see David Ginola live on stage doing talking about his time at Spurs, Q&A,
I'm looking forward
gourmet
to that.
meal.
Good.
Oh, so he's not talking about who did his hair and.
No,
I don't mean to ruin it for you, but Ginola is thick as fuck. And
Shall
if you
I ask
him
him what shampoo he uses?
No, and don't ask him about his favorite
shoulders.
wine either, because he doesn't have a fucking clue.
I'm gonna ask him
What shampoo does Bob use?
Just ask him about his favorite goals and his favorite games. Please don't ask him
people
anything
use hand soap for
beyond
shampoo.
that.
What are you talking about?
Oh dear.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, it's black tie, by the way, Dan. Black tie, by the way.
Well, it's actually a black tie event.
Yeah, black tie,
Really?
event, mate.
Oh my god.
He's whining
wear a
you up.
tuxedo.
No.
Turn up suit and a boot, and he's got a t-shirt and a fucking
No. I bought my suit today.
Is it actually a suit event?
Yeah, it's black tie. Black tie.
Hold on. Black tie is not suit.
For David
yeah.
Ginola, are you kidding me? Lads, please watch David Ginola's wine review, where he was offered a cheap plunk, right, and a proper expensive wine, and the guy was in the process of developing Ginola's wines, and he chose the cheap wine, being all fucking posh and French, and chose the wrong fucking one. Man, come on. The guy, look, I know he's a great footballer, but don't ask him anything apart from football, please. Just focus on his favourite goals and his football memories.
I don't care
Favourite
what wine
conditioner.
he drank. That motherfucker could glide past people when he wanted to.
He was fantastic, mate. And for guys our age, we remember what he did. You know, he was
Why did we
something
sell
else.
him in the end? Does anyone know why we sold him in the end?
Did he go to Villa? Did we sell him to
He went to Villa.
No,
He went to Villa, didn't he? Or was it Everton?
No, wasn't it?
No, it was Villa, I think.
Was it Villa?
And then John Gregory said he was too fat to play.
It was
it George Graham?
Was it Graham?
Yeah,
It was George Graham who ended his career, didn't he? Spurs. George Graham.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah, it was Villa.
There's the fucking answer.
Well, when you think about it, though, he wasn't a very George Graham-esque player.
No.
Yes, exactly.
Like, George Graham likes hard graft, and that is not Ginola. He's all silky skills as and when he wanted to.
Or you just got to say Barnsley. You just got to say Barnsley, innit?
Oh, I
You
love
just got to
that
say
goal.
Barnsley. What a goal, man. What a goal.
But when he wanted to, whew.
Oh, yeah.
Just do you remember picking up? He'd pick up the ball at the halfway line of the left wing and dribble back past a couple of players, cut inside, drifting at the middle, man, bash him into the bottom right corner. Just
See, I was watching someone's show the other day, and they were talking about old players, and they were going on about Anderton, who in it.
Oh, that's a.
To be fair, the dude played injured and made himself a lot worse than he should have rested when he didn't. But no one spoke about Waddle. I used to fucking love Waddle.
Oh, fucking man! I still have Waddle wanks, man.
Hey, that dude, he always looked knackered to me, but he always had more energy in him, you know. But he always looked absolutely fucking shattered.
He had a great mullet.
Who's got the most natural ability in our squad at the moment? Would you say Ndombele?
Yeah, Ndombele.
Ndombele, yeah.
Brian Hill.
Deli and Ndombele.
Hill?
It's between Hill and Ndombele.
Do you think Hill's got the same ability as Ndombele? I think he's more raw energy, isn't he?
He's got a bit of silk to him, but
Thing
he's
is,
got more
a lot
get
of-
and go than Ndombele has.
A lot of
I think Deli and Ndombele have the most natural kind of street footballer ability. The lads played in the street, man.
Deli takes way too long on the fucking ball to play street ball.
I'm not saying he's good, but we're talking about ability, man. I think
I haven't seen that ability in years, if I'm being fucking completely.
Yeah, no, but neither have I. But we know what he can do, like what he's done. Hill looks a little bit more practiced, a little bit more maybe through the training ground. But street footballer, a lad who played football on the street, man. You know, I'd be saying Ndombele and Deli. I know Deli's gone. I know he's burnt out. It's a lost cause. But for me, those two have the best and most wasted ability out of all our players.
When you put Lucas up there.
Oh, Lucas has got skill. Street ball, he'd be unfucking touchable.
Beach ball, man. He played on the beaches, man, in Brazil, probably.
Yeah.
You know?
Right, am I the only one that thinks like Romero and Roden should just be our centre backs and then just let them fucking?
No, you're not. No, I'm straight up there with you, mate.
Why say that? Why are you saying that, Jason? Because they played against a pub team and they look good.
No, I'm saying that because they're the future, given what we've got at the moment. We all know that fucking Moon Boots and the other idiot have got fucking nightmares in them all day long. What you do have is two fucking centre backs that are young that could form a solid fucking partnership for years.
Yeah.
Why not give them a fucking chance and a fucking run of games?
I think they actually. I think they actually compliment each.
Next game.
I'm with Jason, man. I'm with Jason. I think Roden looked great in the Euros, and you know he's a confident lad, and Romero, he's decent. I'm still not sure about four at the back.
I'll tell you this much: Roden has got a mouth on him now. He did not stop talking, which I like in a centre back.
Yeah, that's what you need in a centre back, man. That's what you need in a centre half.
But honestly, like, does anyone here think that fucking the other two are really going to move us forward?
Cody, what were you saying?
That says it all.
No, Cody, I can't hear you. You're just in the private. No, can't, mate.
Hello?
Say something. Oh, yeah, there you can. Yeah.
Okay, so what I was going to say about the potential of a partnership of Christian Romero and Joe Roden, I think they actually complement each other quite well, just in terms of their tendencies, because I see Joe Roden as like a defense-first center back, kind of prides himself on making those last-ditch tackles, those last-ditch blocks. He's very good at covering for the wing-backs or the full-backs, depending on the formation that we're playing. And Romero is a lot more adventurous. He's a lot more cavalier and aggressive. So I think that they would kind of complement each other. Probably the best of any. I think Roden might be the best pair for Romero, just because Dyer has the same tendencies as Roden, but he doesn't really possess the youthful athleticism anymore. You know, he's a little bit on the slow side, but Sanchez has like the athleticism, but not the instinct. You know, when the balls are going over the top and everything, you know, he doesn't have that that killer defensive instinct. You know, he looks like a deer in the headlights defending quite often. So I don't think that he would be well suited to like getting isolated when Romero makes an aggressive play and gets caught out. But I think Roden would be well suited to that. But we haven't really seen much of Joe Roden, so it's hard to really make a calculated analysis of it.
That's why I'm like, give him a run. Also, when I see Romero maraudering forward and that, I'm like, he'd be fucking perfect in a three at the back.
Yeah, but
in a back three, right?
Yeah, he'd be.
Well, straight in
the back three, lad.
You what, bub?
Straight in the Villa.
I would, yeah. Because honestly, what the fuck do we have to lose? Like, because as it stands at the moment, if we play them other two, I see Villa turning us over anyway. And I know it's not all the defence's fault. I'm not saying that. But you might as well, if they're the future, then fucking bed them in and let them start playing together. Form a partnership and stick with it. You know what I mean?
Would you trust the back three of Roden, Romero, and Tanganga? Because I don't know which, like, as much as I rate all of them as good ballers, which one of them is going to step up and organise that back three? You know, who is going to dictate to them?
If we're building for the future, play the future.
Yeah. Like, because we're not building for now, are we, Bob?
Yeah, exactly. We're building for the future.
Right.
We've been building for the future for 20 years. Let's carry on. Let's put them in. Let's put in Hill. Let's put in Scarlett. Let's put in
let's put in Markande. Let's put in Harvey White. Let's put in
against Villa, lads. Put them in against who? Against Villa on the weekend? Or are we talking
anyone that watched the result on Sunday? Like if you didn't turn it off, like I've seen a lot of people do, and
I literally stopped watching.
Yeah, I don't blame people for doing that. But when you force yourself to sit through a North London derby where there is zero passion, zero desire, zero commitment, zero grit, zero organization, zero communication.
Yeah,
honestly, it's not. We're not losing anything by putting the kids out there. We're absolutely not losing, because even if we lose the game in an embarrassing fashion, it can at least serve as playing experience for the young kids, and it'll send a message in the form of a boot up the anus of those players that showed up on Sunday, or rather did not show up. So there's only real good that can happen. The thing is, it's too early in the season to pull the trigger on the youth movement like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Well, you play Delhi and Undumbelly in the same team, which is a big fucking mistake, right?
I don't
Skippy.
think it's too early to play the two centre backs. I really fucking.
No, I don't either.
I think you're right. Yeah, I'd go.
I'd love to see. Yeah, so would I. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see those two. Reggie on the left, and but we're talking formations now, and so we're talking 4 at the back, and for me, Skip and Højbjerg have to play in front of that front fucking.
Unfortunately, they do. Like they just do.
Yeah, but at least then you could have a fucking Undumbelly playing in that role that he was made for as number 10. Or maybe,
dude, I wouldn't play that motherfucker.
Either would I, man. Either would I. I was just appeasing the masses.
He's so fucking inconsistent.
Who's that?
Ndombele.
Yeah, he is.
Ndombele. I fucking can't stand. I've for 3 years taken abuse for being anti-Ndombele. For 3 years, the shit I have taken because I said this guy is a lazy fucker. And every time he gets tackled, loses the ball, he sits on his arse for 2 minutes instead of getting back up and tracking back and winning it back. You wouldn't believe. I went off social fucking media, man, because of the abuse I was getting about being. I got called every name in the book, man, because of my views on Ndombele. Because I said he's a lazy fucker with a bad attitude.
He is.
There's a lot of them are.
Oh no, undoubtedly. But the worst thing is he's got the most fucking talent. He's fucking
yeah, which makes it worse.
He's never gonna fulfill his ability.
Will's gone for the chef look.
No, that beanie was getting too hot, man.
And who would you play on right back?
I'll give Emerson a go, man. What have we got to lose? If you're going to play back 3...
Tanganga.
That sucks, though.
No, if we're playing back 4, Tanganga.
Yeah, back 4, I don't know. So he's a better defender. He just doesn't give us much going forward, does he? Thing about
That's
Tanganga.
The problem.
But then when we're playing defensive football, does Emerson? I think we're playing defensive football. If we're playing negative football, Emerson's out of position.
The thing is,
he probably causes more problems.
Do you know, I'd rather go with Emerson because you just got to give him a go, like to try and get into the sort of gist of things. If you bought a player for £30 million, what the fuck is the point of having him sitting on the bench?
Agreed.
And the thing is with Emerson, right? He's raw. He's very, very raw. Like you can see the guy he's got something. He's got a bit of talent there, right? He's not like he's a fucking shit player, but he just needs to play. He needs to. You got to remember as well. All of these players that we bought, they don't even speak English. Any of them. So it's hard communicating on the pitch, right? So this is the biggest transitional season because these players have got to learn to speak English first. Because if they can't communicate on the pitch, like basic fucking fundamental commands and fucking telling them people where to go and shit, how are they gonna communicate to play football within a football team, right? So you've got Emerson who can't speak English, Romero can't speak English, Brian Hill can't speak English, and it's like it makes it very difficult when people are trying to shout things at you because they don't understand English. It's like you can say the most basic.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit, man.
Aaron, it's not. It's not. They can't speak.
Mate, I fucking Will and myself have lived all over the world. You can communicate, right, with very basic words, okay? Eckball in German means corner kick. You know, I mean, you can learn basic terminology.
It's different. Yeah, but it's different. It's different if you're these young players and you're trying to command them what to do because they don't know what to do, or they're getting like flustered during a game, or they're losing their confidence. You need someone to go in there.
They don't have to learn the language, man. They're not learning.
They need to speak English, man. It makes a massive difference.
Yeah.
I think culturally as well, though, Aaron. You know, when there's a bunch of groups laughing at, I don't know, banter purposes. You know, we all know. But I mean, we ourselves, one thing we rely on, apart from a lack of intellectual conversation, and is banter. We get off on banter, and I'm sure that's pretty evident within a team as well. So I think for you know a general being included in an everyday. In everyday dressing banter. In the dressing room. Yeah, I think that's important. I think that's important.
Because if you look at it now, right, even Regulon, when you look at his interviews, he says the player, obviously we can see in the photos and stuff, he's always with Regulon because he speaks Spanish and stuff, like he's taking him under his wing. And it's like Emerson, he's always with Mora because they speak the language, right? Obviously, but Dai can speak Portuguese and so can Nuno. But it's like that they're limited to who they can speak to and like have a proper
is the
like
national language of Colombia.
Portuguese. What? For what?
Colombia Spanish.
Colombia Spanish, yeah.
So he'd get on with.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing. Like we got a bunch of guys who speak French. We got Portuguese speakers. Like you're talking about trying to merge different languages into a dressing room.
And if you speak Spanish,
your
you
point
can understand most of Portuguese.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, exactly. They can communicate in that respect. But
like simple instructions on the football pitch are simple instructions.
Yeah, I do agree with it, but I'm just saying it does make a difference. Like I do agree with if you
for
can't
banter in the dressing room, yeah.
Yeah, but if you can't do simple instruction on the pitch, then what can I say? Like you shouldn't really be playing football, to be honest.
Yeah, but I mean,
but look, like for me, I want Emerson to start every game. I want to see him play more and more. He needs to build his confidence. He needs to get used to the league, get used to the culture, get used to the Prem. Like,
but would you throw him in against Villa? Would you throw him in?
Yeah, I would. What have we got to lose? What? But look, what have we got to lose?
What the fuck did
the match?
Playing?
He should have been playing last night. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're already losing the matches anyway with Tanganga playing, so it makes no difference.
Doherty's a fucking fella.
Tanganga's a better right back than Emerson is. I'm sorry,
but he doesn't offer anything going forward. Tanganga.
Neither does Emerson.
Yeah, but he hasn't given the chance yet.
But did Doherty need to go forward? I mean, we were playing a fucking pub team last night, right? I would not have played Doherty. Last night was a game for Emerson.
Every time he gets the fucking ball, he just does nothing with it.
Talking to Mark.
Doherty drives me up the fucking wall.
He's a fucking useless.
I fucking hate Doherty, man. I'm Irish and I fucking hate him playing for Ireland.
Do you remember that bit of play where I think Gil, Ali, and whoever it was got involved, and Doherty was clean. He had no one around him on the right, and he had about 3 or 4 players in the box, and he crossed it behind everyone.
Yep.
He literally crossed it behind everyone.
He was clean. I could have made a better cross.
He was clean fucking through one point, and he fucking played it backwards and gave the ball away. I fucking hate Doherty. I mean,
if you look at what he does, 90% of the time he's passing the ball backwards.
Bob, when you were putting whatever you're putting in your mouth, it froze and it looked like you were just eating your hand.
He probably was, man. Bob's always hungry.
For a so-called attacking wingback, he is the least attacking fucking wingback I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Emerson's pretty poor too.
He's a fucking
Emerson's got more about him than Doherty, man.
Yeah, Emerson, he does.
I want to see.
It's more athletic.
That's why Emerson.
Yeah, but
that's why Emerson should have played last night.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Emerson should have played last night. I don't know what
full matches, 90 minutes. What are you guys talking about? Like he hasn't had a chance. He had 2 games in a row.
Oh, so you're going to judge him on 2 games, Will?
That's a bit harsh, Will.
You're going to judge him on 2 games, really?
He should have played last night. He should have played last night.
I will.
Don't get him started on Emerson.
You guys are talking about Doherty's cross, right? Which I agree. Emerson made one just like that. There was 3 guys in the box, and he crossed across the 18-yard box line, like a good 4 or 5 yards behind him.
Yeah, look, I can see we can see that Emerson is still look for me. Emerson is raw, man. He needs time. Does anyone
this is the EPL,
no, but listen,
right?
Does anyone remember what Kyle Walker was like at the beginning? He was fucking awful. He was so bad. It was only when he went to Aston Villa where he started to play regular Premier League football. He then got his confidence, right? And then he started playing well. And then he started building his stature and his physique, right? He got better athletic, like his athleticism.
Kyle Walker still can be awful, even now.
I know that, but he's still one of the best right backs in England.
So should we lend Emerson out? You know, would that be the best solution? Because at the moment, I would rather have Tanganga.
Emerson needs to play for me.
No, Danny's saying he needs consistency. He needs a consistent run of football
so
games.
Does Brian Hill.
Can we afford to risk that now?
But what have we got to lose? We're losing.
We're doing shit anyway.
Baked anyway.
He's not coming into a winning team. He's not coming into a winning team where he's going to risk the results.
Yeah, but Aaron, the last 3 games, Tanganga hasn't done shit, man. We've lost every single game.
Neither has the whole fucking team, though.
Yeah, but so what have we got to lose then? You might as well play the signings who we want to try and who are supposed to be here for the future and bed them in. And also,
look, I'm cool with that as long as people don't blame Nuno for playing him.
Yeah, but what Nuno's doing is he's inconsistent with his selection. He's picking the weirdest fucking team selection.
He didn't have a choice. Half the team was injured for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but so last night, who would you rather have played, Doherty or Emerson? I would have played it. Oh, the other
Emerson.
Night,
Emerson.
Oh, last night we could have played my son at right back, and it wouldn't have made a difference.
No, it's not a matter of what we could have played. It's a matter of he should have played.
Yeah, exactly.
There's nothing to gain from playing Doherty.
Exactly, 100%.
You save Emerson's legs for Villa.
11 years.
So we reckon that Emerson's playing now against Villa. Where he's just going to play, and that's why he didn't play last night.
No, he'll play Tanganga, mate. He'll play 4-3-3. We all know what's going to happen. We'll play 4-3-3. Sanchez and Dyer are going to come in. You'll play Tanganga right back.
4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1?
Or 4-2-3-1, whichever way you look at it. He'll play Skip and Højbjerg, Ali, Sonny.
If he actually did play 4-2-3-1
Yeah, he might do that. Yeah, with Sonny, Ali. Sonny, Ali, Lucas, and Kane. I just hope that, not hope, he might play Lo Celso instead of Ali.
So no place for Ryan Hill?
No. Nuno will not start him in the Premier League right now.
So why would he start Emerson Royale?
He won't. That's what I'm saying.
He won't. He's gonna go with the same fucking team. Yeah. He's not gonna change a single thing. We're gonna lose the game. We're all gonna be sitting here saying the same fucking shit because Nuno is incompetent to pick a different team because he doesn't want to change it.
Personally, for me, I trust Tanganga over Royale at right.
Oh yeah,
okay?
I would.
Oh, of course, but what I'm saying is
100%.
Yeah, 100%. But the thing is, we're still conceding a fuckload of goals, and he's not making any difference
but not
to
off
our
the
defense.
Tanganga side, we're not. When Tanganga's in that match, we don't concede anything on that right hand side.
Yeah, but then we're still going to concede through the fucking middle, so it doesn't make a difference.
We conceded 3 against Arsenal. He was in the Arsenal.
But against Arsenal, we didn't have Højbjerg and Skip playing.
And actually,
if
you looked at Tanganga in the Arsenal game, he was so far up the field. He was the right back position was fucking free. So people saying he's so good defensively, he wasn't even playing at right back on the fucking Arsenal game. He was playing in the fucking second half.
Skip wasn't playing though. Skip wasn't playing in that game.
But the problem is, if he's so good defensively, he should be doing the job what he's good at, which is defending and staying back, because we know that he's not good offensively. He isn't good offensively.
Yeah, but Nuno obviously told him to get forward.
I was going to say, they were obviously told to push forward. But
but why is he telling Tanganga to push forward? If he's going to do that, you might as well use Emerson.
Yeah, but
Emerson's no better going forward.
The mistake that Nuno made was he didn't have Skip on the pitch to fucking cover Tanganga when he went forward, to fill in that spot defensively.
Without giving ifs or buts, putting everything to one side, Nuno, not manager, whatever, give me your 1 to 11, your personal best 1 to 11 with whatever formation you want. So, Will, what would yours be? Nuno, everything to one side. All the players we've got. You got all the players available now. What systems and what's your 1 to 11?
1 to 11, 3-5-2. Okay.
Yeah.
3 at the back, we'd have Romero, Rodon, Dyer in the back. Left back or left wing back would obviously be Reguilon.
Reguilon, yeah.
Right back. You can play any one of them. It doesn't matter.
Doherty, right? Okay.
Either way, it's all the same. Then you'd go in the midfield. You'd have Skip and Højbjerg and Lucas Moura in the middle, and then you'd play. I'd probably go with Son, Kane, Lo Celso, Son and Kane up top.
Son, Kane up front. What about you, Aaron?
Me, 4-2-3-1. I'd have Reggie, a left back. I'd have Rodon, left centre back. Romero, right centre back. And best out of a bad choice, in my view, would be Tanganga at right back. Skippy and Højbjerg playing in front of the back four. I'd have obviously Sonny on the left of the next three. And dare I say it, Ndombele pushed into that number 10 position. And this is where I fuck up on the right, because I can't choose between Hill or Lucas. I prefer Brian Hill, to be honest, just for the youthful exuberance and creativity he brings. And not only that, but I think him and Sonny could switch over from time to time, yeah? Switch over like players used to do. And obviously Kane, just not fucking tracking back, mate. Stop running into Ndombele's fucking space. You just stay in the fucking box. And that's what I go. It might be old-fashioned, man, but that's what I'd be sticking with and going for.
Ooh. Right, Code still awake?
Yeah.
What's yours? You're going to go with a lot of youth, aren't you?
I think I'll go a little bit off the wall. I think I like Will's setup, the 3-5-2, but I'm going to go with a 4-2-3-1. I would go Lloris in goal, Reguilon, Romero, Tanganga, Emerson, Skip, Højbjerg, Brian Hill on the left, Son on the right, Kane. Sorry, Hill on the left, Kane at the number 10.
Wow.
Lucas Moura on right wing and Son up top. Because for me, that enables us to have so much more effectiveness when it comes to pressing. Kane really holds back our press in my mind. And the thing is, he's already relied upon so much to drop deep, to link up play, to get the hold up. So as opposed to playing in that top position where he has to waste energy coming back into the middle of the pitch, just stick him somewhere in the middle of that pitch when we're out of possession. You know, he's a decent enough defender to hold his own with Skip and Højbjerg in there to help him out, and he won't have to waste energy to come back and get that link up play. Now, when we're in possession, who better to link up with Heung-min Son up top than Harry Kane? And he would the energy that he is wasting coming back into the midfield to get touches right now, he could then exert to get forward into the box when we're in possession.
Yeah.
Don can't hold up the ball.
Kane in 10, man. That's good. What are you, Dan?
I do like Cody's setup. It's quite interesting setup. I think it's different to what we're kind of used to as well. See, I like that setup as well. But right now, to be honest with you, I can't choose between the three at the back, the 3-5-2, or your 4-2-3-1. It'd probably a mixture between both. Like, I've got a team for 3-5-2, which I would like to see him play, and I've got a team for the 4-2-3-1 formation. If I was going to do the 4-2-3-1, I'd probably go Reggie is left back. In the middle, would probably go Romero and Rodon. I'd probably go Tanganga right back. In the obviously two holding midfielders, it'd be Skip and Højbjerg. I'd probably play I'd probably play Son on the left. I'd probably play Bergwijn on the right. I'd play in the middle. I can't choose. It'd be between Hill, Ndombele, Lo Celso. I'd probably like to see Hill there. But at this moment, it's hard to say because they're not showing what we need them to do, really. All of them, they're all lacking something, whether it's one of them, I don't know, one of them has a bit of a bad game or inconsistencies and whatever. But I think probably right now, I'd probably play. It's a difficult one, man. Probably Ndombele, and then Kane up top. The reason I play Bergwijn is because if you look at what his stats this season, now this is how sad it is, right? Bergwijn has created more chances than any Tottenham player in the squad this season, right? That's telling. That is telling.
I agree with you. I think we miss him. Honestly think we've missed him.
Hang on.
Because what he's done this season. What he's done this season.
I thought we were picking from a team that was fit. Is Bergwijn fit?
No. I just said put all the squad together.
He said.
Sorry. Yeah, no, I'd be including Bergwijn too then, Danny. So
I'm telling you, I was singing his praises and I got
missing him. Listen, I've been watching him for Netherlands as well this season. The guy is different. He looks different this season. He looks like the problem with Bergwijn is he's a bit like Lo Celso, where every time he gets into a bit of he's starting to build this momentum. He gets injured or something. But what I've seen from Bergwijn this season, I've seen him have more confidence in himself, in his own ability. Yes, he might not be scoring yet, but I've seen more from him this season than I have seen since.
Mate, we've not lost a game. We've not lost a game when he's been involved.
Well, also not just that. It's what he does is what he's doing. Look at the Man City game, for example. I know he played a different front three up top, right? But in that Man City game, the amount of running he did and what he was doing, he was bringing players away, drawing players to him. He was opening up space for players. His link up with Moira and Son was fucking so good in that game.
Yeah.
It was like
he's so confident on the ball. He's so confident on the ball.
Brilliant outlay.
But just not in front of goal, man.
That's the thing. If he gets that, mate, I'm telling you, he's going to be some player. I keep saying this, right? But the thing is, and people keep saying, oh, he's not good enough, this and that. Yeah, I agree that he's not good enough in terms of in front of goal. But what he is offering is a lot to us, considering how shit our team is right now. And if you look at it, right, people keep saying, oh, look at Son, right? He didn't start getting into it until his sort of mid-20s, right?
No. Look at his stats. His first season, he had 4 goals and 3 assists, and only went up from there.
Yeah, but it's still...
Will, you like your stats? You like your stats? No. I want to pick up Will. You look up the games that Bergwijn's played till now in comparison to what Sonny played till now. Same number of games. You will find Sonny slightly more, but not that much more.
Yeah, it's true.
I guarantee. I guarantee you, I've done this.
No, it is no. I've seen this. I've seen the comparison as well, Bob. There was a comparison recently. I don't know where it was on Twitter. I think it was, and someone did the same amount of games at this stage, and also the age that they were at as well.
Thank you for the $5 Canadian for
that. Sort of Patak.
He wants to see it.
Patak. If you had an A at the end, you'd be a Pataka. That's a firecracker. Sort of.
I thought that was an Eastern European. I was pronouncing it in Eastern European.
Sort of. Ganguly. Named after. Jace, you might as well tell us, mate. What's your? Don't do a Brian Daigle and go for a 2-2-2-2-4 formation.
I actually agree with Will's formation. I'd make 2 changes though. I'd drop Dyer for Tanganga, and I would play Emerson on the right.
Let him finish well.
And I'd play Emerson on the right.
So you go for a 5-3. You go for a 5-3-2.
Yeah. All the same, except I'd have a back 3 that would be Roden, Romero, and Tanganga, and on the right I'd have Emerson.
See, Jason, that's what I would use, Jason, if I was playing a back 3. The same.
Did anyone see Stelios's radical new formation? Where we literally, it's not a back 5 with 2 or a back 3 with 2 attacking wing backs. it's a back
It wouldn't
three.
come off the stream. It's like frozen.
I know, but I'd love to get Stelios on now to explain it, because I was like, holy fuck, man, you're taking football to a whole new generation of formation here, man. It'd be what on earth is that picture on screen there? That looks like my daughter with a mustache, man.
Your daughter looks like Bob.
I think with the players
Your daughter looks like me.
I'm joking.
I don't know if that's a compliment in there somewhere. I'm
just to finish,
it was the haircut, man.
I think with the players we currently have, we suit three at the back more than we do the fucking system he's currently playing.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be three at the back. Doesn't mean defensive football.
No.
It just doesn't.
Well, look at Chelsea. Chelsea play three at the back. That's how they won Champions League.
Yeah, I mean,
they just got the players to do it. That's all. To actually,
Villa. It's no coincidence that Villa's change of form happened when they switched to three at the back.
Yeah,
just putting that
good old
out
days.
Yeah,
memories. And they wondered why I got kicked out of school.
Villa, oddly enough, Villa tried the 4-3-3 in their first game and didn't do too well. Switched to three at the back, and they haven't looked fucking back.
Yeah.
Just to put that out there for everyone.
Yeah. No, for me, it's Lloris, Tanganga, Romero, Dyer, Reguilon, Højbjerg, Skip, Bergwijn, Ali. I know. No, sorry. Bergwijn, Lucas, Sonny, and then Kane up front. Lucas has to be number 10, man. It's been our best number 10.
To be fair, he has been very good.
Best number 10.
He does,
yeah.
Maybe that's what I'd probably do. Actually, him as the number 10.
But then you get the same formation as me if you're playing 3-5-2.
Well, no, I'd go to 4-2-3-1. You play Son on the left, or Bergwijn on left, whichever one doesn't matter.
Yeah,
and then either or,
yeah.
And then you play Lucas in the middle with Kane up top.
Yeah.
I think Lucas, though, like last year when he played at number 10, he fucking seemed to revel in the role.
Yeah, he was brilliant.
I think he's our best number 10.
He was our best player the second half of last season.
You put all the players who have played number 10 since last season, Lo Celso, Ali, Ndombele, and Lucas.
He's done the best.
He's easily the best, hasn't he? He's easily been the best.
Would you go with Son on the left? Luke. Would you go with Son on the left, Lucas number 10, Hill on the right, and Kane just staying up front? I'd
have to put Bergwijn in there, mate. Bergwijn for me is one of the first.
No, sorry again. I go back to players available for the weekend.
Yeah, Bergwijn for me. I think we really have, without trying to make out that I'm following a narrative that I've been saying since the beginning of the season. But for me, I think we've really missed him.
Yeah,
I really think we've missed him.
I've been thinking that since the day I started seeing him.
Right. I think you just sound like a Bergwijn sexual.
He's a burger sexual.
But you are right. He just like, fuck, man. If that dude could put the ball in the back of the net,
you're right.
Player.
Yeah,
he'll get there. He will get there. He will get there. He will definitely be able to.
Here we go.
He's here we go. Where?
He's a Steven Berg virgin.
It's frozen.
Fine, lads. We know what he's capable of.
No, it's a tech. No, it's a tech.
Take it off, Bobby.
That was, I'll tell you, two Saturdays ago, 2 weekends ago, that had to be the most racist stream I'd ever done. It was brilliant.
Bobby didn't know what a rupee looked like.
Yeah,
I missed that one, man.
So
I usually put my foot in when it comes to racist stuff.
Somebody sent Bob a super chat and he didn't recognize the currency, and it turned out that it was rupees.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And you know what I got, Aaron? I got a typical white man response. It was rupees, Bobby. You should have known that.
Yeah.
Bob, you know when I do moderator on your stream, I always keep out for the curry slags, man.
No, that was Cody.
Bob.
That was Cody.
I was Cody. Oh fuck! I would have put him on a timeout, mate.
Bob, I would have said, I I don't deal in rupees. I only deal in shekels.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Oh no, I got to be clear. The racism was started by myself against Indians, so I'm allowed.
Yeah, that was quite funny. That was.
Yeah,
funny.
let's just say Silver Surfer ain't gonna send you any more rupees anytime soon.
That's it, yeah. That's it.
Yeah, and you're not getting any more yen off my daughter, man.
Yeah, it came through, Aaron. I was like, I didn't know what it was, so I tried to style it out. I was like, thanks for, I can't remember, who was it? Silver Surfer, that's it. I go, thanks for Silver Surfer sending through 100. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
Try and style it out. And then, of course, Cody being Cody, thought, fuck it, I'm gonna try and find out what it was. Don't know how he managed to find it. I think Googled, what does hesivism?
No, I just Googled currency symbols and matched it up. It was easy.
Yeah,
doesn't take a sleuth.
Cody pays super chats and fucking Canadian possums, man, or some shit like that, man.
It's not much different than rupees, to be honest with you.
Oh dear.
Blah, blah, blah,
right, next question before I get myself in trouble here, right?
He says, Suave says, I always pronounce your name. I don't know why. I like Suave.
Sorav.
That's your new name.
Suave. Is Swalev? I thought Swalev was Eastern European name. It's Indian, Bobby, is it?
Yeah, it's Indian. Yeah, Sorav.
Swalev.
Yeah. Named after a famous cricketer, Ganguly. Sourav Ganguly.
Your nickname is Suave.
Oh, how did I not know that?
Suave.
Like Ricky Suave.
Sorry, Sorav.
He says he's been a homosexual since John from Watt TV likes to call us. Has been my best player for a while now. After that Rivaldo comment, I'm happy it is not only us. Legends like Rivaldo appreciates him too. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. What is that? I was glad, Danny, you didn't show the rest of that picture on the stream. I'm gonna kick your ass out.
That's Eric. That's Eric.
That's
Pamela.
Shamu's cat, by the way. that cat. Who's that? That cat. The cat is that not Shamu's cat?
No, that's Cody's cat.
Seriously, because Shamu has a cat that looks the exact same, man. He always
cat. I wouldn't doubt it, to be honest with you.
It was definitely Cody's cat.
Okay, and now we've got Eric Torsvet on the screen with long blonde hair.
That's Eric.
Isn't that the one I did, Danny?
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Where he's like on some skeleton.
You ain't seen the full shot. You haven't seen the full shot.
No,
on Twitter you'll see it.
Oh man.
I don't need like skeletons and bikinis on my.
Oh yeah, I saw that when I was browsing through.
Skeleton in the bikini.
So unfortunate.
Who would you play? So what's your formation, guys, for against Villa? Like, what would you like to see? Actually, who do you think is going to play? Because we know that whoever we like to see is not.
I'll tell you what's going to be starting 11: Lloris, Tanganga, Dyer, Sanchez, Reguilon, Skip, Højbjerg, Sonny, Ali, Lucas, and Kane. We know it. We all know it. That's what he's going to play. The only thing that might change is instead of an Ali, you might put in the Salsa. That's it.
Oh, it's quite frustrating, isn't it? When you know you're gonna see fucking the same kind of same team, the same shit. Nothing's gonna change. You don't like if he dropped Ali, it'd be the biggest shock, but it also be the best thing to do.
I need to zoom it in there.
Mike Wazowski.
Oh, Sorlev, Nepalese, man.
Yeah, okay. Nepalese. Same thing. South
yeah,
India.
Man. I went trekking in Nepal, and thank you for the rhododendron, man. A wonderful plant which took over my back garden in Ireland, man. By the way, when we planted it here, lovely food there. Yeah, so yeah, nice to have someone from Nepal on board, man. Cool. Sorry. Yeah, backpacker syndrome here. Next.
Trying to think which footballer that manager reminds me of.
Which manager?
I don't know. It does remind me of.
It looks like my ex-girlfriend, man. Are you the fellow she had an affair with?
Yeah. Oh, man. It looks like Boy Hotspur without a beard.
Yes, it does. Hey, what was this latest fucking dig at everybody here? Because I heard somebody referring to that earlier on, and I haven't seen it because I don't watch them. But
I don't know.
I don't know. Did he ever let you swipe at the boys printing out flyers or something?
I don't know, man.
Okay. I don't want to have to fucking watch him to go through it all, because I'd rather not give him the time. But
yeah.
If anyone can let me know, I'd appreciate that. Well, he's a fucking total bellend.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, where do you keep him disappearing to, Will?
I'm trying to adjust the size of that video. It's like ginormous now.
Don't you think it's a bit unfair, or very unfair, that people are calling out Scarlett for having a shit game?
Bob, I've been arguing with people on Twitter about this, right? And I think it's people who say that about Dane Scarlett, they're all fucking idiot and deluded pricks, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because he's playing in the worst Tottenham team I swear I've ever seen. Like, there's literally nothing. Like, the players that we've actually got shouldn't be performing the way they are.
What are they saying about him now, though?
People just saying, he's shit, lightweight.
He's shit. He's lightweight.
He's not strong enough. He's not. Yeah. Bullshit, man.
Yeah. And the thing is, this guy is 17 years old, right? He's playing with the worst team in the Premier League right now on every single statistic you can possibly fucking think of, and they are not creating anything for the guy. How does he 17-year-old expect to score or even have a chance when they're not even giving him the ball? We have, in the last couple of games, we've had like 1 or 2 chances the whole game. Like, that is pathetic.
Yeah, I'm with Danny all the way here on this, man. Scarlett, like, you can't blame him for not scoring or not creating chances. It's not his job to create chances. It's the rest of the team's job to create for him.
People who are doing that, Aaron, they're not proper fans because they don't actually watch.
I don't know if they're not proper fans. I wouldn't go that far, but
mate,
I just think
my opinion is that they don't obviously watch what the fuck's in front of them, because if they're saying that. Yeah, I'm sorry, but if they're saying that, they're not watching football properly. Because
maybe they just don't understand the game, man, the way we do. You know what I mean?
Or maybe they're just fucking not watching.
I think Reload's got a really good point here. You guys
are the Galaxy Universe and Boy Hotspur?
No. That the people who are bringing up Scarlett as being an okay second fiddle to Kane at the age of 17,
exactly,
and placing huge expectations on his shoulders.
I had a massive argument with, I'll say it, with Irish Hotspur on deadline day, when I said, look, we've not replaced Vinicius, we're short up front. No, Scarlett's good enough. I said no. And the argument was, Vinicius didn't do anything for us. I go, well, I'm not talking about Vinicius specifically. I'm on about replacing him as a body. But you know what? Right now, I'll take a fucking Vinicius back. I'll take him back.
Of course we will.
We should not be relying on a 17-year-old kid to be a backup to Harry Kane. And for everyone who pulls out the Wayne Rooney stat, for 100%. Everyone who pulls out the Michael Owen stat, I'll put out Jason Ibe. I'll put out
freaks.
A fucking Brewster. I'll put a Solanke out there. I'll put a Jeffers out there.
There are thousands of players who have failed because they were introduced at an early age and they were exposed, and the pressure was too great, and it crushed them. There are thousands of players for every single Wayne Rooney and Michael Owen that come good.
Yep.
Those guys were absolute freaks. It is so unfair.
Cody, you saw the argument I was having with that guy on Twitter. You were in the comments, and Cody is right. Like I was saying this as well. These type of players, they're freaks of nature. They're one in a million kind of type player. They're generational talents, right? They're not going to come around every day.
It comes down to timing, and you know. The players around you, and
this is the main thing, Aaron.
Circumstances.
If you put him in a team, right, that is creating like plenty of chances, he's gonna have a lot more confidence in his own ability that he's gonna get the ball at least once to have a shot or something, right?
The best thing yesterday,
when you're not creating anything. What do you expect? Like, and then the problem is he starts getting less confident. He starts losing his belief in himself because he thinks it's his fault. I agree. And that's the problem.
Yeah, I agree with you totally, man. And yesterday was damaging to the young fella.
The best thing that should have happened, the best thing that could have happened for Scarlett yesterday is Kane, Lucas, and Sonny coming on with him.
Yes,
not with him off.
Yeah.
And this is
let him play with him. Let him get that bit of confidence. He's going to go off thinking, you know what, I've failed today, and he's going to have certain individuals saying he's not good enough. I'm not saying that he's not going to be good enough as Owen. It could be Aaron. He could turn out to be the next Michael Owen. He could turn out to be the next Wayne Rooney, of course. But fucking hell, man, they were nurtured in. When Rooney came into the Everton, they had plenty of strikers up there. You know, Owen came into a winning, not a league winning, but they were coming into a successful, progressive Liverpool team. You had Fowler alongside him.
Yeah,
you know, one of the best strikers in. So who we got? We've got Kane. We've got fantastic, one of the best strikers in the world. But we're playing in a shit team, negative team, a team low on confidence, low in performances, and you want to put a fucking 17-year-old in there to go and prove himself. Fucking hell, man! We shouldn't be.
Rudy could do it, then he could do it. Rudy did it.
Oh, mate!
And this is the stupid idiots, right? And the thing is,
it's the same idiots. It's the same. Sorry, Danny. It's the same idiots who say that, oh, he's not our backup striker. Heung-min Son is our backup striker.
Oh my!
What the fuck kind of logic is that? Where Son is going to have to play every fucking week, twice a week, just for us to remain competitive because Dane Scarlett is not ready, and we didn't have the fucking foresight or the gumption to go out and get a capable, quality Premier League capable player, a man instead of a boy. It's complete and utter mismanagement. And
stop being so negative, Cody. It was a great window.
I have a question because I wasn't here for.
But no, Cody's right.
Of this, but I do have a question. So, do you guys think?
How is the square root of 0 1? Is that your question?
Actually, funnily enough, no.
Because I don't know the answer.
The 0th power being 1?
Okay, I gotta go.
Go, Jay.
Yeah, man, you're getting too mathematical here.
I'm getting out of here.
You dare go, Cody.
Listen,
the string theory joke. Nobody here knows string theory?
I'm very happy for you. That's a great joke, Will. Everybody really laughed long and hard at that one. Now, I'm taking off. I just want to say thank you for having me on. Sure, always a great talk. And in honor of Danny Kiriaku's avatar, I don't want to see any paperwork on this stream. Have a good night.
Good night.
Oh, so you missed it.
Do you guys think that Kane's gonna be back? Should we say?
No.
Really, I disagree, and I know me and Will have had a falling out with this, and it was Marcelo and me versus Stell, and sorry, was it Marcelo and me versus Will and Stell? I don't think
you, Cody, Dietrich.
Because just to be clear, I honestly 100% believe, given his body language.
Okay. Right. Did you watch the England-Poland game? Did you watch the England-Poland game?
Give me a kiss.
I did.
Who are we kissing now, Will?
In the top right corner, man.
Oh, that's hot stuff, man. I'm going to have to nip off for 5 minutes.
Is that Bob's sister?
Yeah, that's Babetta.
All right, Jason, you didn't watch Kane playing against Poland, right? His body language was the exact. He was doing nothing until he got that goal. All right, so I don't think you can say that it's down to just the whole situation at Tottenham. He is captain of England, and like, get rid of that picture, man, up in the top right corner, will you? Because that's doing my fucking head. That's fucking nightmare shit there going on, man.
Is it beyond the realms of feasibility that he was so affected by it that it affected his England performance as well?
He was captain of England, mate, playing for a different team, not Tottenham.
I don't care. He's a boy Tottenham player. the fucking, the voice of Tottenham, the man, the myth, the fucking dude our club's built on.
Yeah, but he wasn't playing for Tottenham. He was playing for England.
Right, but is it not? Is it beyond the realms of feasibility that?
Oh my God, that's worse.
Whatever's has affected him whilst playing for England still.
Well, I don't know. You boys are England and Tottenham fans, right? I'm just a neutral observer when it comes to England. So for me, I watch England games. I watch them ahead of Ireland games because I want to watch Harry Kane play. Or over the last few years, there's been a lot of Tottenham players playing there. I don't think that was down to anything to do with Tottenham. I just think the guy's burnt out, right? And he hasn't had a minute off. He's played every game for England, every game for Tottenham. And he just needs a break, man. He needs to recharge the batteries. That's it for me. The only thing I took away from last night that was good was that he smiled when he scored his goals. And I might be being a little bit David Harris, the Irish Army here, or whatever, the Harris Army, and being over positive. But I thought his demeanor changed last night when he got that third goal, and he celebrated it. And I'm still putting faith in Harry Kane. I'm not in the he's burnt out, his heart's not in it camp. Oh my God, these pictures are getting worse.
I sincerely hope you're right. Because I
can't deal. I can't concentrate on conversation and looking at the fucking pictures that are popping up, man.
Well, just minimise your screen.
I've got it on my fucking 32-inch TV. It's on my 32-inch TV, man.
Well, that's a you problem.
Yeah, I've got my computer on. I've got my fucking 32-inch TV on to look at you lads in the comments, and I got my phone on to talk to you. So yeah, I'm getting fucked from all angles here.
I sincerely hope you're right. I do. I don't wish him to not be like that. I want a Kane firing on all cylinders, but
yeah,
we'll see, I guess.
I'm so happy Goguma's in here, because whenever Goguma's here, I'm ultra polite. Yeah, Will, yeah, don't invite her on, please. Because yeah, I'm gonna get rude now about Harry Kane. Look, the guy's had a fucking raw deal in the summer. We all know that. He's gone through a lot of he's humiliated himself. He's made a fool of himself, mockery of his legacy. But I still have faith in him beating Jimmy Greaves' record, and I still think he can get back to fucking doing that for us.
Am I the only one, though, that thinks he should be more annoyed with Man fucking City than anyone else? Because they hung him out fucking dry.
Fuck Man City, man. Pep Guardiola fucking got done for doping twice, man.
They literally, but Man City hung him out to fucking dry.
Yeah, they did.
Am I the only one that fucking thinks that?
No, they did. No, they did. Yeah, and the thing is,
I hate Man City more than I hate Arsenal.
Yeah, well, don't know about that. I hate Chelsea more than anyone, to be honest. But
I do. I'm with you on that one, Danny. Like I hate Arsenal, but at the moment, I fucking hate Chelsea.
Chelsea just
hate Chelsea,
and their fans as well. I think they're worse than Arsenal fans, honestly.
Yeah, but dude, they always were. When
Yeah, of
Chelsea
course they
were
were.
nothing, their fans were still dicks.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And now there's something, and they're just
I
bigger.
think the reason why
Exactly.
I don't have issues against Chelsea as much as Man City is because Man City are in denial. Man City fans are in denial. They think they're entitled to these league champions runs and league titles and Carabao Cup wins. They don't. They think they would have got there anyway. Whereas Chelsea, at least their fans turn around and say, you know what? Yeah, we've got money coming to into our club, but you know what? Abramovich does it properly. Whereas Man City fans, they're delusional, man. They're delusional. They're like, yeah, we're going to get her anyway. They were shit. They were shit before then.
You're right. Man City were going fucking nowhere fast. I mean,
are we talking about dirty money here and money laundering and ethics and morals, or are we just talking about investment in the club?
No, we're just talking about fans. Man City fans seem to think they're entitled to all this because they would have got there anyway. They were building.
One of my best mates, Chelsea, right? Sorry, one of my best mates I've grown up all my life, Barry Robinson. Oh shit, I said his name. Like, Larry Bobinson, right?
Larry Flogging dude.
Yeah, that'll do nicely, mate. Man City fan, die hard, right? Went to them when they were 2 divisions down, and loves the fucking club.
Yeah, proper supporter. Yeah,
a proper fucking supporter, mate. And
supporter.
Pardon? Is he a supporter?
Who?
He's
a mate of mine.
Larry Floggensnigger.
Okay, Loggins.
Yeah.
Floggensnigger.
Yeah, that's
Floggy Robinstooner. All right, and he both his dad and his elder. Yeah. Call him what you want, man.
Well done, Bob.
Yeah. Anyway, both his dad and his brother or older brother are Tottenham fans, and he grew up in a Tottenham family. But my mate, proper City fan, and went to watch them from Dublin, travelled over. I have another mate, QPR fan, and when they were 2 divisions down, they're proper diehard fans. They go to watch them, as often as they could. So City do have proper fans, but since they went to that new stadium, they lost that element. They lost that passion. Since they left Main Road, and fuck, I fear that Tottenham are doing the same thing now since we left fucking rebuilt White Hart Lane. Is there a new
I went to Main Road on a couple of occasions, and it wasn't the fucking greatest ground I've ever been to. I'm not going to lie. Mind you, that said,
I went there for the FA Cup run.
What, in the 90s?
I went there for a fight.
Yeah, when we beat them 4-2. You went there and won 4-2. Do you remember that? We went 1-0 down. It was a week after we lost 6-0 against Sheffield United. And went there and won 1-0 down. Yeah, Kevin Gallen scored in the first minute or something.
Yeah, and they invaded. Bob, was you there when they invaded the pitch and the Mountie Police come on?
Yeah, I was there.
I was there.
Riot days, man.
I fucking was. I was about 3 rows from the front where the Spurs supporters were.
Yeah.
And
that was you who caused all the trouble, yeah?
Oh no, I was.
Mate, I didn't even get on the pitch. I was further back.
Oh no, I was about to when the fucking horses come on, and I was like,
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Mate, but do you know what got me? Do you know what?
Yeah.
What got me about that? The Mountie Police come on. Now at this point, no Tottenham fans were on the pitch really. A bunch of Man City fans were, and the fucking horses were facing us. Right, it was like, fuck off, turn the other way, you dicks. We're not on the pitch.
They're fucking mank ponies, man.
But do you remember how quickly they came on as well?
Oh, no, they were fucking they were ready.
They were rapid.
They were ready.
They were ready.
Dude,
and do you remember the trouble afterwards? Do you remember the trouble afterwards?
Oh, do I? We got chased every fucking where.
Yeah,
we were on
everywhere.
our fucking toes.
Yeah.
We come out the great because they held us behind, didn't they? And then we fucking started funneling out, and all of a sudden, all I heard was fucking, this fucking bunch of Manx come fucking running down the road. Oh,
where's Jens, by the way? Jens must have been fucking running it all at that stage, I'd imagine. Why doesn't this... Why doesn't the Ethelstan Edwardson ever come on, man? He should get on live. He's got a lot to say, man.
Yeah.
Invite him on, Will.
Edwardson, come on, man.
He's always invited.
on,
The link's in the pinned to the top of the chat. The whole world's
Kuva,
invited right
yes,
now.
we do.
Yeah.
Kuva's comparing. Oh, you missed. Oh, it's gone now.
I
There was a
can't
picture
believe
before
you
and
was
that
there, Bob.
resembled
That's,
Willie Thorne.
that's
I remember
honestly
Willie Thorne.
one of my favourite fucking.
Yeah, I was
shows.
there, mate. I was about third from top, about third because there was about six of us who went to that one. And I'll be honest with you, mate, I was shitting it when it all kicked off. Well,
I was
not
having
on the
a
ground,
whale
not within
of
the
a
ground.
Okay. Oh no!
But
Outside it got a bit airy. I'm not going to fucking lie.
That's it. That's what I meant. Outside, I was
It
shitting
did get airy.
They're coming out.
Mind you,
it was like
we
it
did
was like
an
they were
elk
ingrained
move.
into the walls. They were fucking coming out anywhere.
Oh yeah. Well, what didn't help was, to the right, to the left of where we was, because they were funneling out between us and them. A fucking bunch of the Tottenham fans were lobbing fucking pound coins at them, like calling them fucking.
Yeah,
calling them all sorts of shit and lobbing fucking coins at them, right egging them up.
Have you been to Ellen Road, boys?
Where?
Ellen Road, one at Leeds, mate.
No, I've never been there.
Well, oh man, I was there in my teenage years, and we got away tickets. And I went with a Tottenham fan, and we were sat in the away end. Yeah, the fucking Leeds fans end. And Tottenham scored. I couldn't even tell you the game, and we got escorted out at half time. We didn't make it to the end of the game because Spurs scored, and we both went, hey! And we're like, fucking, the steward said, you guys got to get out of here right now. So, yeah, yeah. But no, to be honest, they probably fucking saved their lives, man. But that was one of the first games I ever
The
went
other thing
to.
about that City game, they kept us.
The
other thing about that City game, they kept us behind for what? About an hour, wasn't it?
I was going to say, it felt like an hour. We were in there, they tried to clear it.
It was about 45 minutes to an hour, I think.
Oh, yeah, no, we were there for a while. All right.
Yeah.
I know the scariest ground I ever went to, or the ground I felt the least safe. What's the scariest ground you went to?
Olympic Park.
And I'm talking going into the ground.
Klinsmann, right?
You're in there.
Klinsmann went back to play for Bayern Munich. Right, his first game back after leaving Tottenham. Same guy was at Ellen Road with me, and then big Tottenham boys from Ireland wore Tottenham Hotspur jerseys to Olympia Centrum ground for Bayern Munich game, and we were sat at the front fucking seat rows, both wearing our Tottenham jerseys with a bunch of Bayern boys behind us, all giving us abuse through the whole game. I mean,
the most trouble I experienced, or the most hostile, and it was electric, and it was probably the last scariest really one was the 1-1 at Highbury, Martin Jol v Wenger.
Oh yeah,
Robbie Keane carrying on.
The ground I felt the most.
I was there, and
was Chelsea.
You know where I was for that game, man?
That walk in where you got that fucking high wall and they're lobbing shit over the wall at you and stuff like that. Fucking. Oh.
That was the last game of Highbury, yeah? The last Northern London derby at Highbury.
That's the one, mate, yeah.
Yeah, I was in Thailand. I was on Phuket Island, right? Yeah, I was in Phuket at the time, and all the bars were closed. You couldn't get to see the game anywhere. There was no alcohol sold because it was a presidential election going on in Thailand at the time. I hired a motorbike, drove all over the island, eventually found a fucking bar, went in, ordered myself a coffee, no booze available. Next, I'm wearing my Tottenham jersey. Next thing, this fucking dude with orange hair walks in a fucking Gooners jersey. Me and him just looked at each other. I went, okay, let's have it. And we went outside. There was a big screen, and me and him just sat there and watched that fucking game, man. It was 1-1, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was one of the that was one of the best memories I've ever had, man. Phuket, no booze available.
Oh, wicked.
Mad random pub, and just me saying fuck you, man. You didn't beat us. We fucking took the library from you.
When I went to school, though, I was fucking where I was in Debden, Loughton, Essex. like when I was really young, fucking most people supported Liverpool because they were like the fucking team.
Yeah,
at the time, you know what I
fucking
mean? But
wankers.
it was like, but I was surrounded by fucking Hammers fans. Like fucking everyone I knew was a fucking Hammers fan.
Fucking hate West Ham fans.
Yeah, everyone.
That's another game, man. That's another fucking game when I lived in Munich, right? A friendly match between Oxane, Zexig, Munchen, 1860 Munich, which are like, you know, the B team in Munich. Yeah, and there was a fucking friendly match in the summer, right? 1860 in West Ham, and me and my mate decided, right, we'll go to the game. 4-3, the game finished. 7 yellow cards, 2 red cards. Fucking riot, full blown at halftime. Army coming in, guns pointed everywhere. Fucking English builders kicking off, mate, against fucking local Germans. The most insane game I've ever fucking been at. And there was a friendly match in the summer. So, yeah, and I fucking hate West Ham fans, by the way, because it went on. There was a bit of after, but anyway, I won't get into that.
I would have loved to have gone to Battle of the Bridge. I would have loved to have gone to that.
Oh, that was some
Just
game, mate. Yeah, that was something else, man. That's got to be one of the most memorable games of recent times, that.
Yeah, definitely. And Clattenburg was on Talk Radio recently talking about it.
We're hitting about 3 hours now. Anybody final thoughts?
Oh, Jesus, Will's still here.
Still here.
Oh, what did he say about the Battle of the Bridge?
Sorry, mate.
What did he say about the Battle of the Bridge?
He said it came to a point. There was so much trouble. He came to a point where he thought, you know what, lads, just do it. Just do whatever you want. Let yourself go. You know the risks. If there's a red card, there's a red card. I'm just going to leave you guys to it. Because he knew what was at stake. One for bragging rights and one for the title. And he said, look, I did not want to spoil it. And that game, and he's right. He goes, I'm glad I didn't send anyone off because that game would have been spoiled. It would have been spoiled if I'd sent someone off. And let's be honest, if there's anyone who should have got a red card,
yeah,
it should have been our players.
No, wait, Dembele got sent off, didn't he?
Yeah, Dembele got sent off for fucking.
No, he did.
No, it was
not for a finger in the eye.
No, that was afterwards. He got charged. No, he didn't get a red card during the game.
Didn't
he?
It
was afterwards. It was after. No, he got charged afterwards, after the game. It was 11. No, not a red card. 11 yellow cards. Sorry.
Oh,
and he was banned in retrospect. It was banned in retrospect.
Yellows.
Yeah,
that's a proper number, man. 11 yellows.
Crazy game.
Beautiful.
Yeah. When we went 2-0 up, I was like, we're going to destroy them.
11 v
I thought that day we were going to destroy them.
I know.
It was so good at the time as well.
But I thought Clattenburg was brilliant. And he goes, look, I thought a lot of people thought I forgot my red card. There was a rumor going around they forgot his red card back in the dressing room. That's why I didn't give out a red card. He goes, no. He goes, look, you know what? You're lads. You're men enough. You know what's at stake. You know there's a red card coming. I'm going to leave you at it. Just scrap it all out. And that's what he did. Let him scrap it all out. Good on him.
Final thoughts. We're going to beat Aston Villa.
Yeah, Spurs 2-1. Spurs 2-1.
No, I think we're going to absolutely spank them 3-0. That's what I think.
Oh, fuck.
41 years, I've never, ever predicted Spurs to lose a game. Always a win. I've always predicted Spurs to win a game.
Oh, I have. Years. I've made money on it.
Well, my cousin Nav, he always puts a tenner on Spurs to lose. So if he wins, he's brilliant. If he loses, he's quids in. Always. He always bets on a Tottenham loss. Always. No matter who we play. It could be bottom of the table Derby County with 0 points after 20 games. He'll still put money on Derby. Because like he says, if we win, brilliant. It's worth losing tenner over, and if he loses, it's quids in.
Yeah. Mate, I've won probably more money on betting on Tottenham losing than winning.
Yeah,
I don't even bet a lot. I hardly bet, but when I have done, I've made more money on fucking Tottenham losses. It's sad, isn't it? When you predict your own team to fucking lose because of the shit that we have to deal with.
Well, no, betting's different. Betting's different. For me, it's always been from the heart. 41 years, I've never predicted Spurs to lose. Just imagine if all them would come true. 41 years of winning games.
Done draws. I don't know if I've ever done losses or not.
No. 2-1 Spurs.
Oh dear, lads. Can I really? I'm going to upset everybody here. First off, I've never done. Oh fuck! Sorry, Bob. I'm always alternative, mate. Look, I've never done the pools. I don't gamble. I don't play poker, man. And here it comes. I think we're going to lose.
Pools
3-1. Yeah.
3-1.
Yeah, my head agrees with me that we're going to lose, but like my heart's telling me we're going to win.
Oh fuck yeah! Well, I'm just going with my head here, mate, and I'm glad I don't gamble.
I remember last season when we played Aston Villa and we lost that game. It was the game where we still had a chance to probably finish in the top. I think that we still had top 4 on still.
We had top 4,
yeah. And it was my birthday
last year.
It was my birthday when I went to that game, right? It was on my birthday. And I remember playing when I saw that game. When I saw that game, mate, it was like one of the worst performances I'd seen in the Tottenham Stadium.
Great goal from Bergwijn, though.
It was a great goal from him. Yeah, his first goal of the season, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But I honestly feel tomorrow, Sunday, should I say, I don't think we've got enough, man. What I've seen so far. I mean, the way we played against Lucas Moura FC, I mean, honestly, this is a team who is worsely ranked than what Wycombe Wanderers in the coefficiency rankings.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just pathetic, man.
Yeah.
And for the whole game, pretty much, until Harry Kane and Son and Moura came on, we didn't look like we were doing anything.
We looked pretty average.
Yeah.
And that's being polite.
Yeah. And this is why
at one point they actually looked like they were pushing the ball around better than us.
That's ridiculous, man. This is
embarrassingly enough.
And this is why when you've got Harry Winks in the midfield and Dele Alli and people still back up Winks, people still back up Winks, and people still say, "Oh, Winks is the good player." Fuck off.
Dele, why does he take so long on the fucking ball?
Because he's a fucking
idiot. When a quick pass is needed, and when he does do a quick pass, he hits the dude in front of him.
Yeah, all the time.
Like he hits the opposition player.
Oh, he's fucking sideways or backward. Vinny fucking sideways, worse though. Doesn't Edward Athelstan in the comments? I think he likes.
No, I look like Danny.
It was Danny's the Jedi man. I know it's not Wycombe, but just I read a funny thing today. Wycombe, but it was Wigan are the only team that don't have the words or the letters that spell mackerel in the entire English or Scottish league. Just an off the ball little fucking statistic there, man. Yeah, a little bit odd, but I'd love to. I'd love to hear AE because I thought AE was a big Wings fan.
I thought he was.
So prediction, Danny. What's your scoreline?
I think it's gonna be 2 or 3-1 to Villa. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm with you, brother.
I can't predict a win because I'm a very realistic person when it comes to things like this. And no matter what my heart wants or what my heart says, I always will give my most realistic opinion. And I cannot see anything but Villa win right now. We might scrape a draw if we're lucky. We ain't winning that match. Not the way we've been playing. And I haven't seen anything since the Man City game to tell me otherwise.
Yeah, Man City was a good performance. And since then, we have. I couldn't say that about any game we played.
Yeah. And
you can't read anything into that because Man City were just
first game of the season, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's still Man City.
Ready. Yeah, but they were. You could tell that wasn't Man City.
Do you know what, Jason?
No, they were not prepared, man.
It's not the point. You cannot say that. This is a £1 billion squad, right? That is a £1 billion squad. They should be fucking ready. They should be fucking ready. It doesn't matter.
But Danny, 60%. I should be a millionaire, but I'm not. Like that doesn't.
No, I know, but Jason,
whether they should have been ready, they weren't.
Yeah, but I know, but that's not an excuse. You are Manchester City. Right. I know you're Manchester City, yeah, and you should be ready to start the Premier League firing. It doesn't matter. Yeah, maybe they didn't, but why we won that game was sheer determination and work rate. That's why we won it, right? And I haven't seen that. And I said to everyone, We are not doing that the whole season. People coming to me and saying, "Oh, this is Eric Dyer's done brilliant, and Davinson Sanchez, he looks brilliant," and I'm like, it's one game, it's one fucking game, and then we win the next 2 games, and we look like shit in those games anyway, right?
We were lucky.
Yeah, we were fucking lucky. People are like, "Oh, look, we've got a clean sheet. Dele Alli's looking good," and I'm like, you wait and see. You lot are fucking idiots. Like the people that are saying this to me,
like the fucking chicken.
They should have beat us, man. We were lucky to win that game, and and I was proved right once again. Unfortunately, that Dele Alli, Davinson Sanchez, Eric Dyer, they Ben Davis, they're all incompetent and they cannot play football. Not at this level, anyway.
Not at a level that's going to improve us to where we aspire to be.
100%. It's like we the worst thing is, right, all of us fans know it, because like when Poch had his team, his first 11, right, that amazing first 11 where we all know who those players were. You had the Kyle Walker, Rose, Vertonghen, Toby, Wanyama, Dembele, Eriksen, Ali, Son and Kane. That team was just fucking ridiculous, right? And when you looked at the bench, it was the players that became our first team players. And when you don't upgrade the quality and replace the quality that we lost, it's inevitable what was going to happen. But we all knew it. But apparently, obviously, Daniel Levy didn't want to give a shit, because he doesn't. And then instead of addressing the issue, he just chops and changes managers to try and sort the problem. And we know it's never going to change until they actually replace those players, because no matter what happens, Nuno could get sacked, right? Mason can come in. We then get another manager next season, and if they still don't address the same players, it's still going to be the same again next season, and the season after that, and the season after that, until those players all go. Even Harry Kane. Harry Kane needs to go. As much as I love him, he's a world-class striker, right? He needs to go as well, because he doesn't want to be at the club. We need players who want to play for Spurs. It doesn't where we are right now.
3.
Yeah, exactly, Will. And where we are right now, we can't afford to carry players or have players in the team that are giving half-hearted performances, or just doing it just for the sake of, because they have to, sort of thing. And it's just they should have sold Kane, used the money to rebuild the team. That's what they should have done. Started this summer. But now it's another season in where we're gonna have shit football, shit players, the same shit again. We're gonna probably finish even worse than last season. And then we're gonna have the same shit to deal with in the summer. Harry Kane situation, the players again, who we're gonna bring in, who we're gonna sell. Are we gonna get players? Are we gonna get teams who want to buy our players? It's just gonna be the same shit again. And if they don't address it, we're gonna be sitting here again end of next season saying the same fucking shit.
Yeah, he's got to go, I think, too. But for me, I'm calling 2-0. But unlike Mr. Cody here, I don't think Kane scores. Son scores 2 tomorrow.
You reckon we're going to win?
Tomorrow, but Sunday. Yeah, we'll win. But Son's going to score the goals. I'm predicting Kane won't score a goal till November.
We're going to perform exactly the same as the Arsenal game, I'm telling you.
Eddie Howe coming in. Well,
I think it'll look like the Wolves
fucking
game.
Howe, mate.
I think it'll look like the Wolves game.
What? So the Wolves game was probably even worse than the Arsenal game. The only difference is the Wolves game, they battered us the whole game. We were just lucky that they didn't have their finishing boots on. The difference with Arsenal is Arsenal only did it for 45 minutes and they had their finishing boots and they took their chances in the first half an hour. Whereas Wolves, they destroyed us the whole game, and we were lucky that they didn't score because they just couldn't finish.
Yeah, but if Bailey's out, Aston Villa doesn't really have anyone.
What evidence have you seen that makes you think over the last 6 games that we're going to win tomorrow? Yeah, I mean, we've scraped through the first 3 games.
Also, who's Aston Villa's striker?
Danny fucking scores against us.
Who always fucking scores against Tottenham?
Is he fit?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fit.
And he always bangs a goal in against us.
Ollie Watkins scored a goal against us in each game, didn't he? I know he scored. I know he scored at the Lane
last year when they beat us under Ryan Mason.
Yeah, he scored in that game.
Lads, I fucking hate to predict them beating us 3-1, but I'm just going on the back of the evidence that I've seen.
Do you know what, Aaron, as well? I'm going on based on what I've seen. I've watched Aston Villa this season. I've watched their games fully.
Yeah.
And against Chelsea, right? I said it earlier on. Against Chelsea, they lost 3-0, but in that game, they played very well. They weren't clinical. They just didn't finish their chances, right? And Chelsea, obviously being a superior team, they had very few chances, but they finished every single opportunity they had. In the first half, they had 2 opportunities. I think they scored them both. Or was it one goal they scored in the first half? And then the other 2, they had very, very few chances. And against Man United, they were. I know that they scored late on, but they stayed in the game. They defended very well, and Man United had a lot of shots, but they're just playing as a team. We're not playing as a team. We're playing as individuals.
And look at the amount of chances we allow other teams to create against us.
Oh yeah,
that's
why chances we literally don't create.
Yeah.
I'd love to be going with the same. I usually predict 3-1 to Tottenham. That's always my prediction.
We're a wooden pole. We're supposed to be a spear, but we're missing the fucking tip. You know what I mean? So we're just a wooden pole.
Yeah.
We're just blunt.
Fucking cardboard pole, man, at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like soggy fucking wood, man. I fucking hate to say it. I'd love to be more David Harris, but I just don't see it on this weekend.
Don't get me wrong.
I can't
if we turn up and turn them over, I'll be happier than a fucking pig in poop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I'll be rolling and shit with you after the fucking game.
Do you know what though? Do you know what? I'll be honest with you, right? If we one of those games where it'd be good for the win, right? But if we have a performance like the Wolves game where we absolutely get battered and we just scrape it, I'm not going to be confident, because that tells me that the next game they're just going to perform shit, and then a better team who'll be more clinical on the day will just finish us off, right? It has to be. For me to have any sort of promise for this season, you just want to see a bit of fight or a bit of drive, because if you don't see that, I'm telling you, it's going to be a bad. It's already looking like a bad season.
A perfect game for me would be if Villa scores first, and then the team fucking fight back and win.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it would be the reverse of what we normally do, you know?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'll do a fucking forfeit. If we fucking win, I'll get the bun tattooed on my arm the way fucking Cody has. All right, okay, and I'll fucking do it, man. I've got a few tats, man. I'll get. I don't know who reckons we're gonna win here.
I can send you the bun. I actually have the bun.
No, not the bun, because the bun's in my corner. He reckons we're gonna lose. Who said we're gonna win?
Me.
Will thinks
I did.
Win.
I think.
Will. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll get. What do you want me to get tattooed on my arm, Will, if we win?
That little face right there, the head with the beard. That's it.
The Cody Mack one.
That's not Cody Mack. That's me.
No, the one in his logo with the orange beard.
Comments.
No, not the comment.
Oh.
No.
All right, you fucking send it to me, man.
No, this guy right here. Oh, let's see if I can find a bigger spot. There, bigger picture. I don't have it.
See, I've got a bunch of Star Wars tats, so if it was a forfeit for me, I'll do you a favour.
Dude, I've got a bunch of Star Wars clothes, man. I'm wearing one right now that says "This is the way" and got the Mandalorian on the front. Yeah. So yeah, I'm Star Wars all the way, man.
I'll send you this guy right here with a halo around his head.
Fuck. You know I'm atheist, man. Okay, Halo.
It's me with a halo on my head.
Mate, on my leg, on my leg, I've got Yoda, Boba Fett,
nice.
C-3PO, and
what about Baby Yoda?
Fuck that shit. And on my arm, I've got the Death Star, the X-Wing. I've got Darth Vader.
Fucking excellent.
Kylo Ren.
Okay, all right. Okay, how about I just get a Star Wars tattoo, Will? Is that okay? Because I don't want your fucking face on it.
You get whatever tattoo you want to get, man.
All right, I'll get a new tattoo. Right, I'll get a Star Wars one, and Jason gets to choose it. Okay. Okay. All right. If we lose, if we win, I mean, yeah.
What about
Baby Yoda? No fucking way, man. I'm not.
Just for the record, would you like to know what I'm going to choose?
Yeah, go for it, mate.
The Sarlacc pit.
Fuck you. Not a fucking chance, man. Hey, give me a fucking cool one at least, man. Like, give me a fucking... Give me a bounty hunter, man. Give me a Boba Fett,
That's going to be our next one, Cody. Cody's saying MF is doing forfeit tattoos.
I think you should get...
forfeit we do, Cody, you would have to get that tattooed on you, and then I'll get yours tattooed on me if I lose this one here from the Bald Bearded Tottenham Boys show. We'll swap them. That would be a fun.
Right, anyone else wants to join in this fucking forfeit game?
Me and Corey predicted the same score, so that's not that much of it.
I was saying, if you want to do it around Christmas, that's when I'm actually booked in for my next tattoo.
Baby shark tattoo.
But that said, I'm only getting what I want.
All right, well, this has been fun, but we've been on for 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh, fuck me.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Cody Mack says there will be no tattoo.
I think Bob's gone to sleep.
Don't be scared.
Bob
fell asleep like an hour ago. He'll be still in the studio tomorrow morning when he wakes up.
Yeah, he probably will be.
I do that all the time on Discord. I fall asleep in a VC chat or something like that. Alrighty, folks. When will we be back? Maybe tomorrow night. I don't know. We did a show tonight. Doing it 3 days in a row would be kind of weird. Especially since the only shows that we do on the weekends are the late night streams. Bob will be doing a stream tomorrow. I believe he have his in the wall special with Daniel Levy. And
I'll be there.
And for the rest of us, we will definitely be back Sunday night. Post-match after the Villa around 10 p.m. Eastern time. I might do it a little earlier. Get a tattoo of the Arsenal badge. That's not happening.
Fuck off, eh?
Bob said he's having a dyer.
He's having a dyer. Everybody go subscribe to Bob Spur TV. That's him right there in the middle of our screen, right here next to me. The show's great.
Bob Spur TV.
And then get the tattoos of your cartoon heads on your shaved.
Will, I'm just gonna
what is that with Bryce and Sack, man?
Will, I'm just gonna plug my channel. It's Bob Spur TV. We got the In the Wall show on Saturday night, and we did the day after the day before show after the game. So we'll have that on Monday. So please come and subscribe to Bob Spur TV. You'll have a laugh. And you see this beautiful face all the time.
Piss off, Bob.
Yeah, piss off.
That's pretty good, actually. Pretty good impression. But Sunday night after we beat Aston Villa, we will see you guys again. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for all the happy birthday wishes. Stay strong. Stay Spurs.
Birthday, Will.
Thank you, Bob.
Yeah, happy birthday, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And Bob, when will they see us again?
Day after day tomorrow, sorry, whatever it's called. We can't remember it now.
No, Bob. When will they see us again? Somebody's having a dyer. Like I can hear Bob yelling from the bathroom. There's Mike. When will they see us next time? When will they see us?
Sunday.
Next time, man. That's the whole thing. You don't know my outing. It's stay strong, stay Spurs,
it's
and we'll see
it's
you.
Okay. We're on
time.
different time zones, man. You can just fucking make it up.
Next time. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's go down.